of games. We saw with Felix Hernandez. We saw with Jacob deGrom. So I'm not surprised that, looking at the numbers inside and the damage that, he's done to batters. And beyond that, now he's averaging under 2 runs of support per 9 innings. And think about how much better you have to pitch just in order to keep your team in the game, knowing that you're not getting a lot of runs to work with.
Burying the lead today, too, with Austin Barnes now DFA. There's been a lot of talk about that already tonight. Dalton Rushing, he'll start tomorrow. He'll make his first start with the Dodgers tomorrow.
Exciting. I mean, haven't been around here for a long time. I've seen so many Dodgers come up through the years when hard decisions have had to be made about players that were here for a long time. Austin Barnes, no doubt. What he did here, quite valuable. Put a lot of weight on that. Development of pitchers, catchers, and all things like that. But it's the future moving forward. Wish all the very best to Austin Barnes. But now we're going to see a kid that has done a lot of homework, especially the way he was put on the spot in spring training, that he had to recite so many things about how he would pitch guys, how he would catch guys, which pattern he will take. So the homework's been done, the numbers were there, and the time is now for Dalton Rushing.
All right, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Gunnar Hoagland, Dodgers and A's, Game 2. Tim?
All right, thank you, guys. As we count you down to first pitch, Dodger fans, get your game day meal on at Shakey's Pizza Parlor. Order your Shakey's Pizza, chicken, and Mojo's right now at Shakey's.com. Coming up here on Morongo Casino, Dodgers on Deck, you're going to hear from the manager, Dave Roberts. We'll check in with our Dodger insider, David Vassegh. We'll dive deeper into this pitching matchup. The latest on Dalton Rushing getting called up. Austin Barnes designated for assignment. But up next, your Ohtani Rewind, and we'll visit with Kirsten Watson from Sportsnet LA. That's all coming up as we lead you up to Dodgers and Athletics on Star Wars night out at Dodger Stadium. First pitch coming up at 7:10. I'm Tim Cates, and this is the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers.
Steve Sachs here, and I've been telling you about Alignment Health Plan. Now that I've turned 65, I'm a proud member. Before I enrolled, I did my homework, compared health plans, and Alignment was hands down the one for me. Enrolling was simple with no pressure at all. If you're turning 65 or need a change, call Alignment for personal one-on-one guidance. Visit AlignmentHealthPlan.com today.
Ford employs the most American auto workers in the U.S. They also assemble the most vehicles in the U.S. Ford's commitment to America is not a coincidence, but a proud choice. And Ford is showing everyone that commitment is more important than ever right now.
Ford is offering employee pricing on all Ford.
You pay what Ford employees pay.
Now is the time to get into that Ford you've been eyeing.
Take advantage of employee pricing while you can.
Ford.
From America, for America.
Our California teams prepare to win with a great game plan, and so can you. Empower yourself and your family. Get connected, start the conversation about aging, and find helpful resources at aging.ca.gov. That's aging.ca.gov.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniel's Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Daniel's is giving every fan a voucher for a free team bracelet and $50 off any $99 purchase. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball to get your voucher. That's danielsjewelers.com/baseball. You can redeem at any of the 100 Daniel's Jewelers stores nationwide. Own the dream with Daniel's Jewelers.
Deep center field. This ball's back. This ball's gone. A home run for Ohtani.
It's the ultimate crosstown rivalry showdown. The Freeway Series featuring your Dodgers and the Angels kicks off Friday, May 16th at 7:10 p.m. Be there for Game 1 and stay after the game for a spectacular drone show. The battle continues with Game 2 Saturday and Game 3 on Sunday, May 18th. Visit Dodgers.com/promotions for tickets and more information. This is Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck. On your home for LA Dodgers baseball.
Dodgers and Athletics, Game 2 of this 3-game interleague series. Star Wars night out at Dodger Stadium. Yoshinobu Yamamoto and Gunnar Hoagland. The pitching matchup. First pitch coming up at 7:10.
This is the Ohtani Rewind.
Well, no highlights from Shohei last night. He was 0 for 3 with a walk. The Dodgers offense really struggled last night. Just 2 hits outside of Will Smith and Michael Conforto for the Dodgers lineup. Shohei Ohtani's 0 for, snapping his 9-game hitting streak. Ohtani now hitting .302 on the season.
This is Kirsten's Corner with Kirsten Watson.
And Kirsten now joins us from the stadium. A big day for the Dodgers. Dalton Rushing gets called up. I'm old enough to remember when LeBron James had the decision when he announced he was going to Miami to win not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 championships. But today, a decision for the Dodgers had to be made, and it did.
First of all, do you not think I was old enough for that either? I remember when he said he's taking his talents to South Beach.
Well,
Come on now.
Those listening. You're younger.
No, you're right. I got you, though. But when it comes to, yes, today, a lot happened. So first, of course, the news, Austin Barnes being DFA'd. Austin Barnes has been a huge guy in this clubhouse, this organization. Final out of the World Series. There are so many big moments that include him. And also just, he's a guy, he brings a different kind of fire, especially when it comes to October, kind of similar to a Kike Hernandez, where he is a gamer. I even remember there have been conversations of, if you had to build out your starting 5 on a basketball team, Clayton Kershaw and many other guys would be like Austin Barnes, because he's going for ankles and knees. Like, he was a fighter till the end. So for, his time with the Dodgers to be coming to an end right now, it's a tough one. It's a tough pill to swallow. It's hard to say goodbye, especially because he is such a great guy in the clubhouse and just a great guy in general. So that was obviously unfortunate news. Now, with that, there is the very exciting news of Dalton Rushing, the top prospect of the Dodgers, for him finally getting his chance, and to get that chance as a catcher. He is a player who we've seen him in AAA. They've kind of in the minors moving him around, whether it's in left field, playing a little bit of first. In spring training, he was primarily playing some first, of course, with Freddie Freeman working back from that ankle injury. So for him to have this opportunity, for the organization to say, we are believing in you, you have put in a lot of hard work, he's obviously, the bat is huge. So for him now to get this opportunity, and not just to step in for an IL stint or to step in for, a quick little 10 to 15 day stint here, he's stepping in as the backup catcher of the Los Angeles Dodgers. So the organization is saying, we believe in you and we want you to be a part of this future. And so for Dalton, he's obviously very excited. He got the call late last night, and he just wants to contribute. So Dave said he'll be behind the plate tomorrow. Maybe he'll be out there in a pinch hit situation tonight, or potentially, I guess, if things got out of hand in this one. But seems like we'll be watching him make that big Major League debut tomorrow. So very excited for him.
Like the old Boys to Men song, it's hard to say goodbye to yesterday. We say goodbye to Austin Barnes, but we welcome in Dalton Rushing, the new shiny toy for the Dodgers behind the plate. Kirsten, we appreciate it. We'll check with you after the game. Still to come here on Morongo Casino, Dodgers on Deck. We will hear from James Outman. We'll check in with David Vassegh. We'll get you an injury report, and we'll hear from the manager himself, Dave Roberts. It's the Dodgers and Athletics on this Wednesday night. It's Star Wars night. May the Force be with you. First pitch is 7:10. I'm Tim Cates, and this is the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
LA's best sports talk.
That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
If you've been injured in an accident, Jacoby & Myers will go to bat for you and fight for the justice you deserve. With over 50 years of experience in the field and the trust of tens of thousands of clients, Jacoby & Myers has the winning record you want on your side. Jacoby & Myers handles every case with the same level of care, and your case matters at Jacoby & Myers, the official law firm of the Los Angeles Dodgers. For a free consultation, call 1-800-5-MILLION today. Jacoby & Myers, let the big league lawyers fight for you.
Hey, it's David Vassegh. Now is the time to make sure your home is primed for the season with heating products by Navien. We know Navien tankless water heaters gives us endless hot water and big savings. Navien also makes high-efficiency products that deliver comfort in the form of heat to every corner of your home. Now Navien is taking comfort to the next level by introducing a hydro furnace that provides even, high-efficiency forced air heat powered by the same proven technology as their water heating products. Visit NavienInc.com/Dodgers.
Every Dodgers legend started out as a rookie, but they went on to become the best in baseball. They left behind a legacy of determination, skill, and love of the game. With the right retirement game plan, you too can leave a legacy. From saving early on to having income during retirement, Security Benefit can help you save for your future and leave a legacy for those you love. Security Benefit, proud sponsor of the LA Dodgers.
LA
LA Care Health Plan is the #1 choice for Medi-Cal in LA, offering free health care coverage for those who meet income requirements. With LA Care, you get doctor visits, prescription coverage, rides to the doctor and pharmacy, and nationwide emergency care, all at no cost. Discover why more people choose LA Care for Medi-Cal than any other health plan. Visit lacare.org/medi-cal today. That's lacare.org/medi-cal.
As we were saying,
this is Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck on the official home of LA Dodgers baseball.
Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck continues on this Wednesday night. Dodgers and the Athletics. Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, a grand slam for good times. Yoshi Yamamoto and Gunnar Hoagland, the pitching matchup. First pitch coming up at 7:10.
This is the LA Dodgers Injury Report.
Presented by UCLA Health, the official medical partner of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Evan Phillips on the IL with the sore right forearm. Teoscar Hernandez on the IL with the left groin strain. Tommy Edman, sore right ankle. Both working their way back. Very close. Tyler Glasnow on the IL with the shoulder inflammation. He's going to start throwing here shortly. Blake Snell waiting for good news on the left shoulder soreness so he can start his throwing program again. Clayton Kershaw, we're all waiting for the return for the future Hall of Famer, which comes on Saturday night. All right. A busy day off the field for the Dodgers. Austin Barnes designated for assignment. Dalton Rushing, the top prospect, called up from AAA Oklahoma City. Let's head back out to Dodger Stadium and hear from the Dodger skipper.
Anything else for Dave? Dave, do you think... Other questions for Dave?
Dave, can you just describe... Dave, can you talk about the pressure?
In the dugout with Dave Roberts.
This was certainly a tough conversation. Austin... is a Dodger for life. He helped us win a championship, caught the last pitch in 2020 in the World Series, and he's done a lot of great things in the community, for the Dodgers, for myself personally, and I just think that for us right now, with what Dalton Rushing is doing on the performance side, it's an opportunity to challenge him, expand his growth, give him an opportunity to log some major league games, and essentially give him some runway.
How much is this as much about Dalton as it is about Will Smith, and just how the past couple of years he's kind of worn down and the offensive production has gone down? Is that the thought behind this? Because Barnes was only catching once a week.
Yeah, it's more. It's driven. It's a combo, I would say, Dave. I think if you've seen how I've managed Will this year, it's been a little bit on the conservative side. And I think that there is some part of it where I want to make sure I keep him fresh and wanting for more as the season goes on. And then I see some runway for a backup catcher. And I think that, like I said, Dalton's earned this opportunity.
All right, that's the manager, Dave Roberts, covering a lot of topics on this Wednesday night leading up to first pitch. As we continue here on Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck, we'll catch up with David Vassegh from Dodger Stadium as we lead you up to first pitch. Dodgers and Athletics. I'm Tim Cates, and this is the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
The Tacoma, I very specifically got it for camping, off-roading, and adventuring.
Toyota makes the vehicles, you make it yours.
It has a camper shell on the back, roof racks on front and back. It has Fox suspension, so that has been amazing. I have not done bumpers yet, but that's going to be next.
Now it's easier than ever to modify your Toyota at your local Toyota dealer. We're partnering with leading accessory brands like ARB, Fox, Rigid, Rhino, and more, so you can customize with confidence.
Recently, we took it to Colorado, did a few trails out there. That thing is just solid as a rock. My name's Brianna Pizik. I have a Toyota Tacoma off-road.
From lift kits to camping gear, modify your Toyota truck or SUV at your local Toyota dealer just the way you want with warranted custom work, or shop online at toyota.com/accessories. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, Dodger fans, the 2025 MLB season is here, and SeatGeek has your ticket to all the blue heaven-on-earth action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of every home team win. Now, whether you're buying or selling tickets to Dodger games or to any other live event in LA, SeatGeek has your seat. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of your World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers. Your ticket to the best game of your life. SeatGeek.
At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we're consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 33 consecutive years by U.S. News & World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of over 250 locations in Southern California.
I can live my dreams.
I can rewrite my story.
I can create a future I look forward to.
When you enroll at a California community college, you open the door to unlimited possibilities. Whether you want to transfer to a four-year university or earn an associate degree, financial aid and hundreds of career programs are here to help make it all happen.
I can do this.
It's time to take control of your future. Classes can fill up quickly, so enroll today at icangotocollege.com.
Runners go. This ball's drilled to left. It is headed back to the wall. It is gone. It is gone.
Celebrate the boys in blue at Dodger Stadium for Filipino Heritage Night on Tuesday, June 3rd versus the New York Mets. Purchase a special ticket package and receive an exclusive Filipino Heritage Night jersey. Experience Filipino culture, live music, and performances in Centerfield Plaza. Don't miss out on a night of celebration. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions. This is Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck. On your home for the blue all season long.
It's the Dodgers and Athletics. Yoshinobu Yamamoto and Gunnar Hoagland, the pitching matchup on this Wednesday night. Game 2 of this three-game set. First pitch coming up at 7:10.
Joining Tim Cates on Dodgers on deck.
I accept everybody for who they are.
This is Dodger Insider David Vassegh.
All right, DV, the big news today, Dalton rushing up, Austin Barnes DFA'd. Why now? Why cut ties with Austin Barnes now?
Yeah, that's the question a lot of people are asking in that Dodger clubhouse. And Dave Roberts said during his press conference earlier today that this was not something the Dodgers had been discussing for weeks or the last month. This is something that really stood out to them recently, and it kind of points towards that last road trip, especially the last game Barnes caught in Arizona, where he couldn't even get the ball to second base, and he threw to second base when the runner wasn't stealing. So it kind of points to the throwing issues that Austin Barnes has had going back to the last 3 years, but certainly even more noticeable this season to begin it. And look, I'm going to say this right now. The way Barnes was throwing was not normal. I'm not going to say he just stopped being able to throw to second base. It feels like there was something physical that he wasn't willing to concede. And it was evident. He only threw out 2 of the 17 base runners that tried to steal against him this year. And in the last 3 years, he only threw out 15 of the 141 base runners. So, I mean, he's a major league player. He can throw. There's got to be something more to it. But the Dodgers just didn't have the luxury of time to wait for that to correct itself. And they needed to give Will Smith more days off, and the time was right for Dalton rushing.
David is driven by Ford. If there's one thing we like, it's choices. Find yours with the Ford F-150, gas, hybrid, all electric, tough. This mark can only be called the F-150. David, Dalton rushing. We've been hearing his name for the last couple of years. 2022, drafted out of Louisville, and now it's his time.
Yeah, I mean, he's been patient. He's been a great teammate even in the minor leagues, and certainly the game is rewarding his hard work and his patience and dedication on trying to become a better player. Even though he's been hyped up quite a bit, he never let it get to his head, and certainly a guy that is very excited to be here with the Dodgers. And he spoke to us earlier today in the Dodger dugout about how he received the news he was getting the call to the big leagues.
It
It was a different one for sure. It was about 1 a.m. last night. I was almost asleep. I was about to put my phone down, set my alarm, and I got a call from our manager. The manager beat around the bush for a minute, and then he got to the news and basically like, hey, you need to start packing. I got straight to packing, and it was a quick turnaround.
With how well you played last year and the way you've played to start this season, how much did you have to fight against being impatient for your opportunity?
Yeah, I feel like we've talked about this a couple times, and it's like you just understand who you're with. You understand the situation. You understand not really who you're competing against. I mean, I get to play with these guys now, you know. It's just, like I said, understand the situation a little bit and continue to play. Because, I mean, essentially that's what I want to do. I want to come here. I want to play every day. I want to play as much as I can. If I'm in the minor leagues, I still just want to play. That's the biggest thing. Like, we enjoy playing, you know. And it's not as much of where you're playing. Yeah, it helps when you're playing in the middle of Los Angeles. But, I just want to play.
And Dalton Rushing will play. Dave Roberts also announced that Rushing will start behind the plate for the Dodgers tomorrow night. And you never know, he may even catch Clayton Kershaw on Saturday. He caught one of Kershaw's rehab starts, so they have that familiarity with each other, Tim. So that's a great sign. And also, the fact that the Dodgers have committed to him as a catcher. They were moving him around the last year to left field, to first base, but he really relishes being a catcher, and he talked about the fact that he is very pleased the Dodgers gave him the endorsement to be a starting catcher or a catcher at the big league level.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a boost of confidence for sure. It shows you that they believe in your skill, and I think that's pretty special coming from an organization, having a guy like Will behind the plate every day. Obviously, Will had a starting point, and they believed in Will in 2019, and kind of thinking the same way here. Is I've said it in spring training, it's my job to show up here and, one, help the team win, but two, just make his job as easy as possible, you know? And, like, he's going to make my job easy, but it's also there's a helping hand that I can give to make his job easy as well.
All right, that's Dalton Rushing. He spoke to us earlier in the dugout. He is going to start and make his first major league start tomorrow night here at Dodger Stadium.
David, great stuff. Appreciate it. We'll check back in with you in just a little bit. Celebrate 90 years of horse racing at Santa Anita Park every Friday through Sunday with millions of payouts every race day. Find out more at santaanita.com/events. Still to come here on Dodgers on Deck. David will be back with James Outman. We'll dive deeper into this pitching matchup. But up next, your Dodgers magical moment. Don't go anywhere. Dodgers Athletics first pitch at 7:10. I'm Tim Cates. It's the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
This is AM 570 LA Sports.
For over 35 years, Zenshi has been perfecting the art of handcrafted sushi. Each roll, a masterpiece, is made fresh daily with precision, passion, and a tradition you can taste. Now, experience Zenshi's legendary sushi conveniently located at your local supermarket. Perfect for when you need a quality meal on the go. Lunch, dinner, a ball game? Grab Zenshi handcrafted sushi and enjoy exceptional flavor in every bite. Zenshi handcrafted sushi. Fast, fresh, and easy. Pick up today at Ralph's and other local supermarkets near the deli counter.
Protect your home and property now. Start at the house and work your way out. Harden your home with fire-resistant upgrades to better protect it from the threat of wildfire. Create defensible space by clearing away dead vegetation within 100 feet of your home. Pay special attention to the first 5 feet surrounding your home and other structures on your property. Learn more from CAL FIRE on what it means to be ready at readyforwildfire.org.
Why cook with Mazola corn oil? Because a study has shown that corn oil can reduce cholesterol up to 2 times more than extra virgin olive oil. Visit Mazola.com to learn more about the study. Mazola, make it with heart.
Hey, this is Andre here. If you're looking for all your ingredients in creating the perfect meal, head over to Superior Grocers. Choose from the freshest seafood, produce, or meats. You always hit a home run at Superior Grocers. Superior Grocers, quality, variety, and value.
Memorial Day weekend is almost here. Get ready to kick back with an ice-cold Modelo and that perfect michelada. Whether you're grilling, hitting the beach, or just soaking up the long weekend, a refreshing Modelo michelada is the ultimate way to celebrate. Modelo, The mark of a fighter. Must be 21 plus. Please drink responsibly.
Tonight's Big Time California Baseball is brought to you by StrengthenYourHouse.com. Earthquakes in California are real, but the damage doesn't have to be. Learn how to protect your home at StrengthenYourHouse.com. Get prepared. Worry less.
This is Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck. On your home for LA Dodgers baseball.
Dodgers and Athletics in an interleague series. Game 2 of this 3-game set coming up. Yoshi Yamamoto and Gunnar Hoagland, the pitching matchup. First pitch on this Star Wars night from the Ravine coming up at 7:10.
Hot dogs here. Not a ball game without a hot dog. Who wants a hot dog?
It's time for the Hoffy Magical Moment.
It's magical.
It was magical.
Presented by Hoffy Hot Dogs.
Well, with the Dodgers taking on the Athletics, we go back to Game 2 of the 1988 World Series. A rested Oral Hershiser went the distance for the Dodgers, allowing just 3 singles, all 3 by Dave Parker. The Dodgers got to Oakland starter Storm Davis with a 5-run third inning, capped off by Mike Marshall.
0-2.
Mike Marshall, a 3-run home run, part of a 5-run third inning for the Dodgers that included RBI singles from Franklin Stubbs and Mickey Hatcher. Dodgers beat the A's 6-0 to win Game 2 of the 1988 World Series and take a 2-0 series lead. The Dodgers would win it all in 5 games. This Hoffy Magical Moment brought to you by Hoffy Hot Dogs. Hoffy, SoCal's local treasure for nearly 100 years. Hoffy Hot Dogs, local and so great. When we continue here on Dodgers on Deck, we will check in with Jose Mota for leading you up to Dodgers and Athletics. I'm Tim Cates, and this is the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers.
More than ever, you need a friend in the auto business, and Galpin Ford has been that friend for 8 decades and counting, helping families throughout Southern California find the perfect car, truck, or SUV. And it starts with the Bachman family, who have built a culture centered around you, the customer. That approach made Galpin Ford the largest volume Ford dealer in the world. The same approach applies to every Galpin brand, all 12 of them. You design your buying experience. Do it all online with at-home delivery. Shop online and pick up your new car in person, or come to Galpin Ford off the 405 at Roscoe and experience the world-class treatment that thousands receive every month. It starts at Galpin.com.
Springtime in Southern California means warm weather and the return of baseball. Hi, it's Tim Cates. As the boys in blue look to run it back for another World Series championship, springtime's also a great time to make sure your car or truck are working in championship condition and running at peak performance. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute oil change. No appointment needed. Locations throughout Southern California. Find the one nearest you at SoCalOilChange.com. Have 15 minutes? Need an oil change? Make it a Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Take me out to Morongo, where I can watch all the games, with thousands of slot machines and blackjack and big screen TVs from the front to the back. So just grab a seat at the sideline. You won't miss a play when you go, 'cause the good times are only right here at Morongo.
Universal Studios Hollywood proudly presents Universal Fan Fest Nights, an immersive fan experience in the worlds you love.
Really? Which worlds?
Your favorite fandoms like
Star Trek,
all aboard the USS Enterprise,
Back to the Future,
Hill Valley awaits your
Dungeons and Dragons,
Waterdeep is open for business.
Yeah!
Hello? Really go to the worlds you love, like Star Trek, Back to the Future, Dungeons and Dragons, and more, all in one place. Every event night at Universal Fan Fest Nights. Select nights starting April 25th at Universal Studios Hollywood.
This is Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck. On your home for the blue all season long.
Leading you up to Dodgers and Athletics on this Wednesday night. Game 2 of this 3-game set. Yoshinobu Yamamoto and Gunnar Hoagland, the pitching matchup. First pitch coming up at 7:10. Let's head back out to Dodger Stadium now. Standing by with David Vassegh. He's on the call tonight with Tim Neverett, Shohei Mota. Guys.
Yeah, Shohei Mota filling in for Rick Monday. He'll return next week when the Diamondbacks are in town. And Jose, the big news of the day, Dalton Rushing called up and will make his Major League debut as a starter tomorrow night.
Well, the more I found out about Dalton and his call-up, the more I see that the time was right for him to come up. It comes a time where you figure out for a young player to come and contribute. You see him checking some boxes. Remember, in spring training, one thing he shared with me was the pressure that he felt in the morning meetings, because there was times where he had to recite sequences of pitches, what he would call against which team, which pitcher, and all those things were just served as maturation process, served as a guy that needed to learn more about not just hitting and watching video about hitting, but about calling pitches. And he responded with a bat. He hits the ball extremely hard. Got a nice short swing. He went down there with a mission of just getting better, and he got better as a player. And here he is. It's like many years and generations of Dodgers, which thankfully I've been here for and so blessed for that. I've seen this happen in clubhouses where a very popular player all of a sudden gets let go, but because you're doing the right thing, you're bringing in a young player that you expect to contribute. And most of the times, it's worked out.
Yeah, today's it's kind of a bittersweet day for a lot of guys in that clubhouse, considering how popular and how long Austin Barnes had been in that clubhouse.
If you think about Austin Barnes, and you never think about what he was hitting, you always think about presence. You always think about who he helped in become a better pitcher, a better teammate, a better communicator, and a guy that will take, and personally, when things didn't go well, he didn't block a ball. We know that there's some challenges now in the way the game's been played and the stolen bases for him with this generation, right? And beyond that is the relationships and understanding that with young pitchers when they come up, he always made sure that they understood that beyond your stuff and personality is relate to your catcher and make sure that they understand your soft spots, your good spots, but made a lot of guys better by the way he received baseballs. And it is tough. This kind of reminded me a little bit of Jason Hayward last year.
Yeah.
When he was let go and Chris Taylor got activated, where that club was stunned.
Even before that, 2016, when the Dodgers abruptly traded A.J. Ellis, who was the fabric of the team. So this is not the first time that clubhouse has been shaken.
It's always tough. And I think anytime we talk about baseball business and the business of baseball, we think about money, dollars and cents. It's not that way all the time. It's also about decisions you have to make where you think it's the right one to make at the right time for a young player to come up. And you got to go and look beyond that, knowing that you're not the last team to do it, you're not the first team to do it. And certainly, you always gauge yourself thinking that the player you brought up is going to be exposed to big league pitching and big league environment to get better himself, to learn, because it's going to be a learning process about how the game's played, how fast it happens. And the fact that catching here is much different than catching the minor leagues.
All right, really quickly before we back out of here tonight, Yamamoto coming off one of his worst performances of the season in Arizona. How does he get back on track with Will Smith catching?
3 pitches that he missed in Arizona. The walk, the hit batsman, then the fastball right down the pipe on Moreno. That's it, pretty much. But the narrative of 5-day rest, get it out of here, because last year on 5 days rest, he was 5-1. With a 2.9 ERA, so that's out of here.
Yeah, thank you for reminding us about both things. It was one inning, that 4th inning, that did him in, and even some believe he was trying to protect his ERA, pitching a little bit too fine. Maybe now he'll just let it fly.
Let it fly.
All right, Jose, thanks a lot for checking in. We'll talk to you later in the show, as Jose will be on the call with Tim Neverett tonight from Dodger Stadium. We'll send it back to you in the studio, Tim.
All right, thank you, DV. Thank you, Jose. That's the Dodgers game plan. You've got a game plan, right, Dodger fans? How about starting your future at a California community college? Financial aid's available to help you with the tuition, the books, and sometimes even the rent. It's time to take that next big step. What are you waiting for? Classes can fill quickly, so enroll today at ICanGoToCollege.com. Still to come here on Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck. We'll dive deeper into this pitching matchup. We got your keys to the game, but up next, we go high and tight, leading you up to Dodgers and Athletics. First pitch at 7:10. I'm Tim Cates, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
Like our championship-winning boys in blue, your Southern California Chevy dealers have star talent at every position. Leading off, the #1 selling full-size pickup in Southern California, Chevy Silverado, with 9 unique trims to choose from, including ZR2, designed for maximum off-road performance and capability. With features like an off-road cut front bumper and 2-inch factory lift, no roads are no problem. Looking for a bold and sporty high-performance pickup? That's RST. From its aggressive style to its responsive feel, it's an energizing presence that really stands out. And for the ultimate combination of luxury and capability, there's High Country, offering premium leather seating and a 5.3-liter V8 engine, so you're both comfortable and in command. Stop by and drive one home today, or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Based on S&P Global Mobility new retail registrations using large pickup segmentation. Call 844-55-CHEVY or see dealer for details.
Summer days are fast approaching, and that means more time on the grill. And great grilling starts with Hoffy. Like the boys in blue, Hoffy has an MVP lineup with premium beef franks and bacon-wrapped hot dogs. The perfect start to making your L.A. dog.
Hoffy uses only top-quality ingredients with premium-quality beef for a great hot dog. You can taste it. Visit HoffyBrand.com to find your Cravelicious hot dogs. With Hoffy, you'll be ready for anything. Hoffy.
Local. Original. Great. Hey, Dodger fans. In the game of life, with its home runs, curveballs, and strikes, the LA County Department of Mental Health has you covered. If you ever feel anxious, overwhelmed, or need immediate help, we are here for you. The Department of Mental Health offers free emotional support, service referrals, and crisis counseling. Call our 24/7 helpline at 1-800-854-7771. That's 1-800-854-7771. Or visit dmh.lacounty.gov.
It's time for Dodgers baseball with Tito's Handmade Vodka. Which means it's time to grab an ice-cold Tito's and lemonade and cheer on our boys with a cocktail that bats 1,000. This season, paint the town blue with Tito's, America's favorite vodka for America's favorite pastime. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Hi, everybody, and a very pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be.
He was the voice of the Dodgers for an incredible 67 years, capturing the hearts of fans and calling the game like no one else. Join us at Dodger Stadium for Vin Scully Bobblehead Night, presented by 76 on Monday, May 19th versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. The first 40,000 fans will take home a unique bobble commemorating Vin Scully's legendary announcer career. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
As we were saying,
this is Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck on the official home of LA Dodgers baseball.
Dodgers and Athletics on this Wednesday night. Game 2 of this 3-game set. Dodgers looking to shake off last night after getting beat 11-1. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Gunnar Hoagland, the pitching matchup. First pitch set for 7:10. You ready to live that Zenshi sweet life? Here's your shot at an unforgettable night in L.A. for 2 premium suite tickets to a game, complete with gourmet food, drinks, and preferred parking. It's so easy to sign up. Just head to the Zenshi Sushi counter near the deli at any participating Rouse grocery store and scan the QR code. Just enter for your chance to win this once-in-a-lifetime Zenshi Sweet Life. Again, find the Zenshi counter inside your local participating Rouse grocery store. Sign up by scanning the QR code. It's free to do so. You can find out more details at am570lasports.com. Zenshi Sweet Life with Zenshi Sushi. Fast, fresh, and easy.
David Vassegh. And now, what will likely be Vassegh fielding insults from a Dodger player.
It's an engagement of endearment.
This is High and Tight.
We're with the birthday boy and tonight's starting center fielder, James Outman. Happy birthday, Outman. You really played it cool today.
Thank you. Yeah, I was trying to keep it a secret.
I like it. You're not like these other guys that like to promote their birthdays 2 weeks in advance.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I forgot it was coming up, to be honest.
You forgot your own birthday?
No, I know my own birthday, but I was like, oh, shoot, it's in 3 days or whatever it was. Yeah.
I know you got a brand new baby. You're a brand new father. You're married. So how do birthdays rank these days?
It's good. You know, you just want to spend time with your family and see your daughter, hold your daughter. So they're still good. They're just different.
You know, you're a young father, and a lot of guys that became a father later in their careers say it gave them better perspective in baseball. Do you feel even at this stage of your career having a brand new baby girl has given you perspective on baseball?
For sure. You know, it makes the 0 for 4s easier to handle when you go home and see your daughter smiling at you. There's nothing better than that. So I would say so for sure.
You've been up here now for a little more than a week. What's it like for you this time around?
It's great. This clubhouse is amazing, first of all.
Your first look.
Yeah, first look. It's like a little city in here. But yeah, no, it's still Dodger baseball, you know.
Can you take us into the new clubhouse and new batting cages? What are the biggest improvements that stood out to you?
Biggest improvement is that there's 2 lanes to hit it now, so it's less clogged up at times. But yeah, I mean, just tons of technology in there, very similar to the lab in Arizona. A lot of the same technology.
Speaking of technology, we've heard these teams, including the Dodgers, having these big screen simulators where you could see that night's pitcher or even Randy Johnson show up and throw their pitch. Is that weird? Does it help? What's been your experience with it?
I think it's good. It's obviously not like the real thing, but I think it's as close as you can get right now. But it's they're unbelievable things. It's just good to work on your timing with whoever the pitcher is, or just pitch shapes and stuff like that.
Have you even considered facing like one of the pitchers you grew up watching?
I don't know if we have them on there because I don't know if we had all the TrackMan data or whatever. So, but no, I have not.
Maybe you should tap in to see if you could face Kershaw.
Yeah, well, I have faced Kershaw on some live at-bats before, so I'd rather face the real Kershaw than animated Kershaw.
And you also played behind Kershaw on this latest rehab stint, right?
Yes.
Well, what should we expect? Can you give us a scouting report on this version?
It looks good. Clayton Kershaw is Clayton Kershaw, you know. He's one of the best to ever do it, so, it's always fun playing behind him. He's a smart pitcher, obviously. Works efficiently and throws strikes.
James Outman, the birthday boy, is our guest. All right, when you get out there in center field again, obviously you've had experience at the major league level. You've had a lot of success. How much does visualizing that success come into play for you now?
A lot.
That was a deep question, Outman, very deep.
A lot. You're always trying to visualize that day, visualize your at-bats, visualize defense, stuff like that. This outfield's one of my favorite outfields to play, so I'm excited to get out there and track some balls down.
All right, one of the new young guys got called up today, Dalton Rushing. You obviously played with him at Oklahoma City. What's made him special?
He's just a competitive player, works hard, tough player, and he's really good.
He seems to understand, like Austin Barnes did, the pitcher-catcher relationship really well.
Yeah, I honestly can't speak too much about that because I'm so far away. I'm probably the furthest guy away from all that. But yeah, I know I can definitely tell you he works his butt off and he wants to improve in every area of his game.
He's got a very creepy mustache.
I haven't noticed. Sometimes he'll grow it out from time to time, but I think he rocks it well.
Outman, if it wasn't for me, there's a couple of things you wouldn't know today. Number one, your birthday. Number two, that Dalton Rushing's here and that he's got a mustache. Where would you be? Do you know that you're starting tonight in center field?
No. I knew Dalton was here. I didn't get a glimpse at his mustache.
Did you know it was your birthday before you saw me?
I did know it was my birthday. I think you were more fired up about it than I was, to be honest. But
I'm fired up for your birthday.
Thank you.
You're a great guy. Everybody loves Tarzan. Thanks a lot for the time. I got a birthday gift for you. You know what it is, right? I don't do interviews. I'm not a taker. I share you with the people, and I also have a pair of Kanan's world best polarized sunglasses for you, Outman.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Hey, did you know Kanan's lenses are clearer, lighter, and stronger than other lenses and are nearly impossible to scratch? Visit Kanan.com for your pair. Outman's got one for his birthday. Happy birthday. Let's get some birthday hits and a birthday win today.
Let's do it.
Bam! There he is, James Outman. My new pupil. I'm his new life coach. We just discovered that today. Thanks a lot for the time.
Thank you.
There he is, the man, James Outman. Tim, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, thank you, DV. Dodgers Baseball is brought to you by Shakey's Pizza Parlor, the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. On your way home, getting ready to listen to the game, already at home. Need dinner for the family? With game night, it's group night at Shakey's.com. Leading you up to first pitch, Dodgers and Athletics. Up next, we'll dive deeper into this pitching matchup. Don't go anywhere. I'm Tim Cates, and this is the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
LA's best sports talk. That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Say goodbye to ATM fees. Earn 1.5% APY with Premier Plus checking at Premier America Credit Union. Keep more cash in your pocket and enjoy everyday moments. Open your account today at PremierAmerica.com. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
Your health is our priority at LA Care Health Plan. You may be eligible for free Medi-Cal coverage if you meet income requirements. Connect with us today to see if you qualify. We speak multiple languages including Spanish, Mandarin, Russian, and more, and are ready to help you.
Why cook with Mazola corn oil? Because a study has shown that corn oil can reduce cholesterol up to 2 times more than extra virgin olive oil. Visit Mazola.com to learn more about the study. Mazola, make it with heart.
Hey, this is Andre Ethier. If you're looking for all your ingredients in creating the perfect meal, head over to Superior Grocers. Choose from the freshest seafood, produce, or meats. You always hit a home run at Superior Grocers. Superior Grocers, quality, variety, and value.
Hi, I'm Kike Hernandez. Winning a world championship is incredible, but nothing beats being a dad to my 4-year-old daughter, Penelope. Making sure she has a strong, healthy start means being present, playing, and staying patient, even when it feels challenging. First 5 California is my go-to for tips and supporting her growth and well-being, so she can thrive no matter what challenges come her way. Learn more at first5california.com.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniel's Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Daniel's is giving every fan a voucher for a free team bracelet and $50 off any $99 purchase. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball to get your voucher. That's danielsjewelers.com/baseball. You can redeem at any of the 100 Daniel's Jewelers stores nationwide. Own the dream with Daniel's Jewelers.
This is Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck. On your home for LA Dodgers baseball.
Dodgers Athletics, Game 2 of this 3-game interleague series. First pitch coming up at 7:10.
And now, before the Dodgers hit the diamond, we look at the pitching matchup.
Presented by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Work hard and play hard in a new Tacoma with an iForce turbocharged engine. It's a truck built for the bold. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. Gunnar Hoagland on the mound, 1-0 with the 2.38 ERA. 25-year-old right-hander, former first-round pick in 2021 out of Ole Miss by the Blue Jays, part of the Matt Chapman deal in 2022. He was called up just a few weeks ago after 6 starts in AAA where he was really good. He made a start against the Marlins. Last time out, 5 1/3 innings against the Mariners in a no decision with 3 strikeouts. This is his first time facing the Dodgers. Yoshinobu Yamamoto goes for the Blue, 4-3, 1.80 ERA. 26-year-old right-hander has been really good outside of last time out in Arizona. 5 innings, 5 runs, 6 hits, 4 strikeouts. Got roughed up in a loss to the Diamondbacks. Making his 9th start tonight, it's Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Gunnar Hoagland, Dodgers Athletics. We are 15 minutes away from first pitch. Keys to the game are next. I'm Tim Cates. It's the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
It never ends. Dodger coverage morning till night. This is AM 570 LA Sports.
Great news, Dodger fans. Uber Eats is available at Dodger Stadium. That means you never have to miss a single pitch, run, or out. Skip the long concession lines and order your favorite stadium eats right from your seat. Just scan the Uber Eats QR code or open the app, place your order, and we'll let you know when it's ready for pickup. It's fast, easy, and keeps you in the game, not in line. So go ahead, order now, and enjoy every moment of Dodgers baseball.
Ford, employs the most American auto workers in the U.S. They also assemble the most vehicles in the U.S. Ford's commitment to America is not a coincidence, but a proud choice. And Ford is showing everyone that commitment is more important than ever right now.
Ford is offering employee pricing on all Ford.
You pay what Ford employees pay.
Now is the time to get into that Ford you've been eyeing.
Take advantage of employee pricing while you can.
Ford.
From America, for America.
Steve Sachs here, and I've been telling you about Alignment Health Plan. Now that I've turned 65, I'm a proud member. Before I enrolled, I did my homework, compared health plans, and Alignment was hands down the one for me. Enrolling was simple, with no pressure at all. If you're turning 65 or need a change, call Alignment for personal one-on-one guidance. Visit alignmenthealthplan.com today. That's alignmenthealthplan.com.
This day in Dodger history.
Place in history? Got that.
May 14th, 2011. For the first time in 97 years, the Dodgers are defeated after allowing only one hit, as the visiting Diamondbacks beat them 1-0 when a failed attempt at a second base pickoff turned what was a double into the game's only run. As we reflect on the past, it's important to plan for the future. Empower yourself and empower your family. Start the conversation about aging and find resources at aging.ca.gov. This is Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck. On your home for the Blue all season long.
Dodgers and Athletics, game 2 of this 3-game series. Dodgers looking to bounce back after losing the series opener last night. Looking to jumpstart this offense tonight as well after an 11-1 loss. When the boys in blue play at home, it's important they have the right plan to protect their house. The same applies to your home. Always have a plan and follow fire safety tips. For example, create and maintain defensible space starting at your house. Clear vegetation to your fencing property line, or if space allows, up to 100 feet from your home. Ensure combustible items like firewood are located at least 30 feet away from your home. Remove vegetation or debris from your roof, vents, windows, decks, and gutters. For more tips like this and to find out more, visit fire.ca.gov. All right, let's head back out to the booth. One final time before first pitch. Tim Neverett, Jose Mota. Guys.
Tim, thanks again. We're getting you ready for the first pitch tonight between the A's and the Dodgers. Yoshinobu Yamamoto will throw it. 180 his ERA, and most pitchers would be pretty happy with that, but it was 0.90, much lower than that before his last start.
It was, and I heard the talk about the 5 days rest and pitching with that, but last season it was not an issue at all. 5 days rest last season for Yamamoto. He was 5-1 with a 2.97, 11 starts, not the once-a-week deal. And now he's got to go out there and just not allow the first man to get on. He is not a guy that's going to be walking guys, but he was hurt by a walk for a hit batsman. And for Yamamoto today, is also paying attention to what the A's do against first pitches. And he's been quite good about that. And on first pitches, at least at the average, is way below Major League average. And it's 313, 5 for 16. But Yamamoto's done a very good job, too, in quieting down bottom lineups, which last night here was quite active too.
The Dodgers would like him to go at least 6 innings tonight. Gunnar Hoagland, his mound opponent, making his 3rd major league start in this one. It's the Dodgers and A's coming up from Dodger Stadium, Tim.
All right, first pitch is next. Don't forget, afterwards, David Vassegh's got you covered with all the post-game, including Dodger talk. It's Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the mound for the Dodgers. They look to bounce back tonight. Game 2 of this 3-game set. Dodgers Athletics. Enjoy it, everybody. I'm Tim Cates. This is the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
World champions once again, my friend.
World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers.
This is just the beginning of this team's title window.
Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way.
This has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck on the world champion Dodgers Audio Network.
You either with me or against me, though.
Living out their dream.
They've added even more.
Now we go for 2 in a row.
Win, 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 win. Yeah. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win.
In the backyard and dreaming about this moment. start chasing that chip. Stop. Win, 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 win.
This has been Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck, the MVP for fun, food, and good times. Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Superior Grocers.
Quality, variety, and value.
Shakey's Pizza.
Get more meal for deal at Shakey's.com.
And by Estrella Jalisco.
Back-to-back home runs in the bottom of the ninth.
First pitch is just moments away on your home of the world champion LA Dodgers. The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
National League West Division champion.
10,000 hours.
There's still more steps to take.
Get to stepping. So go ahead and give us the flowers.
Just getting started.
Gotta know by now it's way more than luck.
This team has continued to pour resources into the roster.
All eyes on us.
Welcome to world champion LA Dodgers baseball.
Always remember what it felt like to be part of the best damn baseball team in the world.
In the world.
Zoom in, zoom out, zoom up.
They wear the crown.
All eyes on us.
Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Budweiser.
This Bud's for you.
Galpin Motors.
Family owned and operated since 1946.
LA County Public Works.
Recycling beverage containers is a triple play.
Children's Hospital LA.
From colds to cancer, we got this.
Coffee Hot Dogs.
A SoCal treasure. Local. Original. Great.
And by Daniel's Jewelers.
Making diamond dreams come true since 1948.
Stick around because first pitch is next. Right here on the world champion LA Dodgers Audio Network. Play ball.
I can turn my passion into a career.
I can get hands-on training for my dream job.
I can be ready for the in-demand careers of today and tomorrow.
Learn by collaborating and exploring when you enroll at a California community college. With more than 200 career education programs at your fingertips, your future can be anything you imagine.
I can make good money doing what I love.
Classes can fill up quickly, so enroll today at icangotocollege.com.
Hope. It's more than a word. It's a breakthrough in the making. At City of Hope, we're pushing the boundaries of science, targeting cancer at the molecular level, with teams of experts working together to personalize a treatment plan right down to your DNA with unprecedented speed, making every second count, with appointments in as little as 24 hours. City of Hope, advancing cancer care at life-saving speed. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
We want to remind you that every time the Dodgers win, Cars for Kids wins because we're making a donation. And you should too. Donate that old car to Cars for Kids now. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS today, and they'll pick up your car as soon as tomorrow. It's the quickest, easiest way to get rid of your unused vehicle. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go to carsforkids.org. That's 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go to carsforkids.org. Remember, that's Cars with a K.
For over 35 years, Zenshi has been perfecting the art of handcrafted sushi. Each roll, a masterpiece, is made fresh daily with precision, passion, and a tradition you can taste. Now, experience Zenshi's legendary sushi conveniently located at your local supermarket. Perfect for when you need a quality meal on the go. Lunch, dinner, a ball game? Grab Zenshi handcrafted sushi and enjoy exceptional flavor in every bite. Zenshi handcrafted sushi. Fast, fresh, and easy. Pick up today at Ralph's and other local supermarkets near the deli counter.
Welcome back to Talking Snack Radio. Big news, Bob.
Let's hear it.
When the Dodgers steal a base, fans get a free AM/PM hot dog and 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola with the AM/PM app.
That's right, Mike. This is a real game changer.
More like a life changer.
Hey-o.
This is the MVP of promos.
Better start carrying my mustard bottle around.
Slide into free snacks with the official convenience store of the Dodgers. AM/PM. Too much good stuff. Only 1,000 deals available per game on the AM/PM app for 24 hours through September 28th. Only at participating AM/PM stores while supplies last.
Did you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? It's a no-cost maintenance plan that covers all normal factory-scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. All work is performed by factory-trained technicians using genuine Toyota parts. Toyota Care will keep your new Toyota running like, well, a Toyota. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Everything you need to find your perfect Toyota is right at your fingertips at Toyota.com. Explore our full lineup of vehicles. Compare features side by side. Search our available inventory. You can even find the best local offers. Everything you need is just a few clicks away on Toyota.com. So for your next Toyota car, truck, or SUV, just visit Toyota.com. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
At the crack of a bat, crack open a Bud. Budweiser is the official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. There's no better way to celebrate a home run than an ice-cold Bud. Stock up the fridge because it's time to play ball. Baseball fans, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Fans expect to in every season, but imagine winning the championship 29 seasons in a row. Galpin Ford did that, being the #1 volume Ford dealer in the world for 29 years, led by the Bachman family as the largest family-owned and operated dealer group in Southern California. Galpin has been part of the community since 1946, offering great deals, great service with great people. In addition to Ford, Galpin's winning heritage includes Mazda, Honda, Volkswagen, Porsche, Land Rover, Aston Martin, Jaguar, Lincoln, Volvo, Polestar, and Lynx. Part of the Galpin story. It starts at Galpin.com.
The home of the Dodgers.
Back to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth. Here's Tim Neverett and Jose Mota.
Live from Dodger Stadium, this is world champion Los Angeles Dodgers baseball, along with Jose Mota, sitting in for Rick Monday this week. I'm Tim Neverett, our producer-engineer Dwayne McDonald on site, as well as the Dodgers and A's get set for Game 2 of this 3-game series. The Dodgers come in with the third-best record in Major League Baseball at 27-15. The A's, meantime, 22-20. They are chasing the Seattle Mariners for first place in the American League Western Division. The Dodgers on top of the Padres by half a game in the NL West. Well, tonight, the Dodgers try to put the 11-1 loss in Game 1 behind them. And on Star Wars night, the Empire strikes back as Yoshinobu Yamamoto is on the hill for the Dodgers, completing his warm-up tosses. And he will face Jacob Wilson, the shortstop from Thousand Oaks. Tyler Soderstrom will play left field and bat second. Brent Rooker, the designated hitter. Shea Langoliers is the catcher, hitting fourth. Batting fifth, the right fielder Lawrence Butler. Miguel Andujar plays third base and hits sixth. Batting seventh for the Athletics, J.J. Bleday. He'll be in center field. At second base, Luis Arias. And batting ninth, Nick Kurtz, the first baseman. For the Dodgers, Ohtani leads off, followed by Mookie Betts. And Freddie Freeman at first base. Will Smith batting cleanup tonight. He's behind the plate. Max Muncy is the third baseman, hitting fifth. Batting sixth, Andy Pages. Michael Conforto will bat seventh and play left field, hitting eighth on his 28th birthday. James Outman in center field, and Ha-Sung Kim will be at second base. The umpires calling the balls and strikes to Sherwater. Umpire at first base, Dan Merzel. Charlie Ramos is at second base, and the crew chief, Jordan Baker, is at third. Just about set to go here as Jacob Wilson comes up to the plate. The Dodgers in their home whites and the road grays trimmed in green and gold for the Athletics. The Athletics, surprisingly, have been really one of the better teams since mid-April. They've got one of the better records in Major League Baseball. And here is Wilson getting ready to get this one underway. The pitch from Yamamoto is there for a strike, and we are underway at 7:10, 65 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. And Jose, what a show Wilson put on last night.
Well, he did. Great idea about the strike zone. He understands how to work pitches, how to work counts. And for Yamamoto, to me, one of the main things is going to be the splitter needs to be a little bit more on the glove side. His sinker should play well today, and also be aware of that early contact awareness against these A's.
1 strike pitch, and that's inside.
That's a good pitch. Use that sinker.
Wilson yesterday became the first visiting rookie to Dodger Stadium to have 4 hits in a game, with 2 of them as home runs. No visiting rookies ever done that here until last night. 2-1 pitch, swung on, fouled off to the right, and out of play.
You know, we're noticing during batting practice, Wilson does not use that triple tab that he uses during the game, where he starts way open towards the third base line and little by little gradually brings that back to square off against the pitcher.
He's ready now for the 2-2 pitch as Yamamoto steps back. Dodger right-hander turns and delivers. And the ball is hit on the ground is short. Mookie Betts shuffles to his right, grabs it, throws on to first, and there's one away.
We can talk all about we want about Yamamoto and the 53 strikeouts coming into today with 45 innings, but he is a true ground ball pitcher, which is marvelous. Play behind him. 62% of balls put in play are on the ground.
And that's up 13+% from last year. It's the highest jump in Major League Baseball. Last year he was at 48%. Now Tyler Soderstrom, the left fielder, fouls one off for strike one. What do you attribute that spiked ground ball rate to?
Zone that he's using more. Not trying to amp out fastballs up in the zone.
He'll want a curveball cut on and missed, and it's 0-2.
And also sometimes because his fastball has some run, sometimes accidentally the four-seamer will act like a two-seamer, and that's going to provoke bats over the baseball.
0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Got him with a splitter. And if he's got the good splitter, he's going to have a good night. But that's strikeout number one for Yamamoto. Think about the numbers against the splitter, Jose. The opposition now 5 for 59. They're hitting under 0.85 on the splitter. He has 27 strikeouts out of his 54 on that one pitch. Next offer comes to the right-handed hitting Brent Rooker. Rooker, the DH. 2 down, bases empty for the Athletics. Rooker's hitting 4 straight for the A's. And the pitch to him right there for a strike. Good fastball over the outer half.
You haven't seen a pitch above the knees. That's what we're talking about right there.
They can hit the top of the baseball. Ground ball's never gone out of the ballpark, right? There's a swing and a miss.
Middle league with no fence.
That's right. You can run it out. But that's not the way in the big leagues. Keep it off the or keep it out of the air. You get a chance. Now a 1-ball, 2-strike count to Brent Rooker. Rooker starts the night hitting .257, 10 home runs. He is the team leader in home runs for the Athletics. And Yamamoto peering over the webbing of his glove. Steps back, turns, fires. Swung on, fouled back.
It's amazing that his splitter averages 90 miles an hour. And it's got that tumbling effect, and mostly he is on arm side against the righties, obviously coming down and in. And Kodai Senga had some advice for him last year to use more glove side against righties and also throw that fastball out there too.
1-2 to Rooker. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Got him with a fastball. 2 strikeouts in the inning. And he retires the Athletics in order. 1-2-3 they go on the top of the first. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Dodgers coming to bat. No score at Dodger Stadium.
Are you facing the challenges of cancer? At Cochise Oncology, we understand your journey. With over 65 years of experience, we help you conquer cancer closer to home. Using innovative genetic tests, Cochise Oncology provides personalized cancer treatments in Sierra Vista. The first in Arizona, our state-of-the-art Radixact treats your cancer with pinpoint radiation. Cochise Oncology, where cancer meets compassion. Healing begins here.
Are you ready to round the bases with Base Balderdash? Today's phrase is pickle. Do you know what it means? Pickle, a rundown. William Shakespeare is thought to be the first to use the idiom in a pickle, like a cucumber sitting in a vinegary brine for days on end.
The Cubs have the lead in Horner. In a pickle, they call him out.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Today at chla.org.
Will be followed by Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman. Last night, a 9-game hitting streak was halted. Shohei went 0 for 3. In fact, last night, Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman all went over. That's only happened in one other game all season. Gunnar Hoagland, his third major league start. Right-hander turns. He delivers his first pitch, and it's on the outside edge for a strike. Hoagland went to Ole Miss. He was drafted first out of high school. First round, I should say, out of high school by the Pittsburgh Pirates. And he declined to go. He was drafted as a compensation pick, so he was down in the 30s in terms of his draft stock. Went to Ole Miss and was drafted in the first round again. This ball swung on and hammered deep to right field. See ya. That ball's gone. Ohtani with his 13th home run of the year. That didn't take very long. 3 pitches into the game, and the Dodgers have a 1-0 lead.
Daniels Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Visit DanielsJewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon. Go Shohei, sayonara.
403 feet. And now the pitch to Mookie Betts, who takes a strike.
Go back to what you said about the top 3 yesterday.
Somebody's got to pay, right? After that happens.
They're quite hungry, and this guy's a strike thrower. He throws all around the zone.
15th career leadoff home run for Ohtani. Here's a ground ball left side, backhanded in the hole by Wilson. Plants his feet, throws to first in time to get Mookie. There's one away for the Dodgers now in the bottom of the first.
Another good contact by the Dodgers by Mookie Betts. I bet Papa Jack Wilson will be very proud of seeing that play finish there by his son Jacob.
Well, that's where his dad used to make a lot of his money. He was in the 5-6 hole right there. Jack Wilson could go into the hole with the backhand with the best of them, and he would throw guys out from the grass, from the outfield grass. He was terrific. And the pitch to Freddie Freeman is low ball 1. Freddie hitting .366, leading all National Leaguers in batting average now that he's qualified. And the pitch on the corner for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And the next batter's at .331. Go figure.
Yeah. Will Smith on deck, and a swing and a miss. And a changeup. Shohei Ohtani with a leadoff home run. It's his 8th leadoff home run as a Dodger. And a strike down the middle, changeup. That was a middle pitch, and one that you very rarely see Freddie Freeman take.
He is fastball about 43%, averages 94. Changeup right after that. In terms of percentage of users, 17%, 86. He has a sweeper, a sinker, and also a slider, a show pitch.
So Will hitting .330 plus, and he's hitting .370 here at Dodger Stadium. Pitch to Smith with 2 down and nobody on. Outside ball 1. Started him with the sweeper. Last 11 games for Will. He's hitting .368. That's still excellent with runners in scoring position. He's under 500. He had a chance last night. Didn't get a hit. But
I thought it was interesting how you and I heard Dave Roberts talk about now with the youngster here catching behind Will Smith, how he's been managing Will Smith up to now. So perhaps he's thinking more off days since you can't DH him for Will Smith the rest of the season.
And the 2-1 pitch to Smith. He takes a strike. And Dalton Rushing is here, the Dodgers' #1 prospect. If you've been following Dodger news all day, you know the news. But just to repeat it, Austin Barnes was designated for assignment today. And Dalton Rushing called up to the big leagues. Pitch outside. And Dave Roberts saying today that Rushing would catch 2 days a week. And the other thing, too, I mean, you're not just catching in games 2 days a week. You're also working with pitchers, catching bullpens. And it'll be a gradual start to his big league career now.
Just so he is in the classroom often.
Payoff pitch to Smith. Just outside ball 4. The Dodgers have a base runner with 2 outs.
For a young catcher, I learned this from watching, like guys like Steve Yeager come up. And back then, obviously, there's not the technology, but spending time watching pitchers you're going to face, but spending more time talking to and watching video of the guys you're going to catch. So that's pretty much a task now for a young catcher like Russian.
Max Muncy with 2 down and a runner aboard. 1-0 Dodgers, bottom of the first. Pitch on the way. And Max swings and pops it up left field. Soderstrom took a step back, now comes in. And he'll make the catch, and that will do it for the Dodgers in the bottom of the first. On the third pitch to Shohei Ohtani, he made it a 1-0 game with a home run, his 13th of the season. After a full inning at Dodger Stadium, Dodgers 1, A's 0.
LA's best sports star.
That's a good.
Are you facing the challenges of cancer? At Cochise Oncology, we understand your journey. With over 65 years of experience, we help you conquer cancer closer to home. Using innovative genetic tests, Cochise Oncology provides personalized cancer treatments in Sierra Vista. The first in Arizona, our state-of-the-art Radixact treats your cancer with pinpoint radiation. Cochise Oncology, where cancer meets compassion. Healing begins here.
Huge news. Right now at Wendy's, you can get a Son of Baconator for just $3. I don't think you understand this situation. The Son of Baconator is only $3 for a limited time. You know, smoked bacon, rich melted cheese. That Son of Baconator is only $3. Thank you to whoever wished upon that star. For bacon that just won't quit, gotta be Wendy's.
U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii, not valid on a combo or on third-party delivery platforms.
You have a reputation as one of the star players on the team, Cancer, but you're also known as one of the shyest. You're feeling encouraged to come out of your shell and make more of a splash among your teammates. Practice giving the signs on the field and gathering the group off the field for an outing to celebrate after you win the game.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible.
Dodgers baseball.
Top of the second inning is brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Dodgers 1, A's 0. Shea Langoliers, the catcher, cleanup man, leading off against Yamamoto. Yamamoto standing square to the plate now will turn and send a pitch home, and it's outside for a ball. One ball and no strikes. Langoliers last night, couple of hits, both to the opposite field. So he tried to work the hole on the right side with a runner on base. Nobody on right now, though, and he swings and fouls it away. At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, groundbreaking research meets world-class expertise in treatment. U.S. News and World Report once again has named CHLA the #1 hospital in California. Learn more today at chla.org. 1-1 pitch. Wave and a miss. Ran a cutter in there on Langoliers. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yamamoto retired him in order in the first. 2 strikeouts, 1 on a splitter, 1 on a fastball. And that was ahead of Langoliers. Yamamoto looking to bounce back from a subpar outing. Last time out against Arizona, 1-2. And that's in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And pretty much 3 pitches did him in.
That was it.
Ball 4. Hit batsman, and 1 mistake right down the middle to Gabriel Moreno.
And other than that,
grand slam.
Other than that, it wasn't that bad.
No.
It was the first career grand slam he'd allowed. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled away to the right again.
Another interesting fact was the first time Yamamoto has had the bases loaded all season. This season. That was it.
Yeah, he's limited traffic for sure. So back up on the horse tonight here at Dodger Stadium. 2-2. That's low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Splitter was low. Got to see Dalton Rushing warm up Yamamoto between innings, while Will Smith got his catcher's gear on.
Classroom starts now.
3 ball, 2 strike pitch. Swung on ground ball up the middle to the left of second base, and that's a base hit for Langoliers. Last night, 18 hits for the Athletics. That's a season high. Here's Lawrence Butler.
You got a base hit against Yamamoto with 2 strikes. Consider yourself quite lucky. He's allowed 1 hit per 10 at bats. 102 average coming into today with 2 strikes against him.
Well, Butler, left-handed hitter, with Langoliers aboard. Nobody out. Swings, fouls it away to the left and out of play. And with 2 strikes this year, the opposition hitting 102 against him. And Butler checked his swing. They appeal down to Baker. Jordan Baker down at third. He didn't go.
Let's put a little perspective on that. The league hits 169 with 2 strikes.
Yeah, so it's well below league average, which is good. Now the 1-1 pitch from Yamamoto out of the stretch. And Butler foul tips it into the glove of Will Smith for a strike. It's 1-2.
Well, there was Tim. Got a glove side splitter. Down and in on a lefty. Good pitch.
I like that location. Now a 1-2 offer. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. A splitter got him. 3rd strikeout of the ball game for Yamamoto.
That's the thing. This was not a perfect location. In fact, it was elevated. Still had the tumbling effect. It was a little flat, but because of what Butler saw in the previous pitch, he thought that ball was going to drop a little bit more. Stayed flatter. He swung right under it.
And then out of the hand. I mean, it comes out in the same arm slot as the fastball, and you think it might be one place, and it kind of disappears on you.
Well, that tunneling is fair. It's truly, something that's true and real for hitters and pitchers.
Miguel Andujar takes outside for a ball.
So you have a guy that throws 90 miles an hour with a big hook, and just the release point, because of the big curveball, makes you swing more high fastballs than anything else. At 90, he'll get it by you more often than not.
1-0 pitch. And that's low. So at 90, he'll get it by you, but it might appear like it's 95.
Correct.
It's got that perceived velocity.
And your eyes are trained to say, well, if it starts there, I think it's going to break down. And then you're like in between swing or not swing. Before you know it, you're late.
Runner at first, 1 out, 2-0 pitch coming to Andujar. And it's outside, 3-0, and Yamamoto falling behind. Dodgers with a 1-0 lead on the solo homer by Shohei Ohtani, his 13th.
Got to be thinking green light here. Make a good pitch.
There's the 3-0 to Andujar from Yamamoto. Swung on and grounded foul past third.
That's a good pitch. 3-0. Smart. Get on the hands.
Three and 1. Andujar, right-handed hitting third baseman. Normally a left fielder, but the A's have moved Tyler Soderstrom out there to get his bat in the lineup. Pitch on the way, a swing and a miss, and a good-looking curveball from Yamamoto.
That is a beauty. That is his neutralizing pitch right there.
So that has filled up the count. Yeah, he's got a big 12-6 break on that curveball.
It's a make-or-break pitch for him. He needs to use it not to get strikeouts, but to steal a strike, and he can locate it so well. In any quadrant, he can throw that curveball.
Now the 3-2 pitch to Miguel Andujar. Runner goes. Ball is swung on and missed. Throw down to second, a little high, and Langoliers will take second base, getting him in motion to try to stay out of the double play. But the two-seamer strikes out Andujar.
There's 3 good ones he's thrown already. First pitch on Jacob Wilson. The 3-0 on Andujar, and now put him away 3-2 with a sinker. That plays very well, which could open a door later on if he wants to test the slider if it's needed later in the game.
Tying run in scoring position, 2 outs, and the center fielder J.J. Bleday hitting from the left side takes outside ball 1. Bleday starts the night at .222, 6 home runs, 18 runs batted in. He's had a lot of extra base hits lately. Had a single last night and a home run. 9 of his last 12 hits have been for extra bases, including the home run off of Miguel Rojas last night. That's right. Miguel Rojas had the pitch in the game last night to get out of hand. So In fact, he gave up back-to-back homers to Andujar and Bleday in the 9th inning.
Saw Miggy doing some pitcher's conditioning today.
Is that right? Was he running foul pole to foul pole?
He's a pitcher now.
Here's a 2-0. Swing and a miss. Well, he's a pitcher with an ERA of 21.
Yeah, so he's not a pitcher anymore, right?
He's got an ERA.
Get him off that roll.
Here comes a 2-1 pitch to J.J. Bleday. Swings, hits a little tapper up the first base side. Easy play for Freddie Freeman. He'll step on the bag. 3 unassisted. And the side is retired. No runs, a hit, 1 man left. No Dodger errors at the end of an inning and a half. It's the Dodgers 1, A's nothing.
AM 570.
Mientras más escuches a tus hijos, más atención te prestarán. Por eso le preguntamos a varios niños lo que desean que sus padres escuchen.
Para mí, amor no es dándome regalos o comprando casas y eso. No, amor para mí es abrazos, hablando conmigo.
Escucharlos es amarlos. Encuentra maneras de apoyar emocionalmente a tus hijos en escuchandosentimientos.org. Visita escuchandosentimientos.org, traído a ti por Ad Council y Pivotal.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Guess who said the following?
This moment is great. I mean, I have to thank God first, my family, my wife, my kids, parents, the organization, the fans.
That's Mariano Rivera after he became the all-time career saves leader. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Second inning, Dodgers with a 1-0 lead. And Andy Pages will lead off. Conforto and Outman to follow. 6, 7, and 8. In the Dodger order against right-hander Gunnar Hoagland. First pitch, hammered down the left field side. It is gone. That's a home run. Andy Pages, he just ambushed Hoagland on the first pitch. Home run number 7 for Pages. It's 2-0.
What a shot by Andy Pages. So Daniels Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond. And your family jeweler since 1948. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon.
417 feet down the line. That ball's pulled 417.
Sinker in. Dropped the barrel.
Oh, man. So a pair of solo home runs allowed by Hoagland tonight. And the Dodgers with a 2-0 lead. Michael Conforto, whose bat has come to life, tying a career high with 3 doubles in the game last night. Went 3 for 4. And he will take low, and it's 2-0 to Michael Conforto.
How fun was it to see that? Just the results, get the confidence up. He is now 6 for his last 10, the last 3 games. 6 for 10.
Now a 2-0 pitch from Hoagland. That's in there for a strike.
And besides that, Tim, it's the fact that with 2 strikes, a couple of those doubles.
Yes.
A big part of the field.
Yeah, he hadn't been doing well with 2 strikes. The pitch fouled away. In fact, we had a note last night. He was, before last night, he was 2 for his last 63 with 2 strikes. And then he was 2 for 2 with 2 strikes after his first 2 doubles.
Boosting your confidence and also taking control swings inside the zone. So 2 strikes, also conviction. If you believe, just let it fly.
Hoagland's pitch, and Conforto hammers one to straightaway center field. Going back toward the wall and reaching up, backpedaling J.J. Bleday. He'll make the catch with his back up against the wall. That ball was smoked, but just didn't have enough height to get out, and there's one away.
There's now 7 batters he's faced. There's a walk and a strikeout. 4 have hit the ball right on the nose.
So coming into the game, in his prior 2 major league outings, they lasted 11 1/3 innings. He allowed 1 home run. And he's allowed 2 home runs here in an inning plus 1 batter. Now here's the birthday boy, James Outman. He's one of 2 Dodgers celebrating a birthday today. 0-1 pitch to James is at the knees for a strike. So James is 28. Tony Gonsolin also celebrating a birthday today. Tony's 31. 1 out, base is empty, and Hoagland delivers. And it's up high for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. James 1 for 15, but that one was loud. It was a 3-run homer in Miami, and he takes a changeup here and strikes out. Second strikeout for Hoagland, and both have come on the chain.
It was loud, and it was straight center field. It was short and quick swing. As he continues to have issues with the whiffs. It's now 11 strikeouts and 16 at bats for James Outman.
Vassegh Kim is at the plate now. 2 down, left-handed batting second baseman. He'll take outside, ball 1. Work hard and play hard in a new Tacoma with an iForce turbocharged engine. It's a truck built for the bold. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. And Kim swings and misses at the changeup. He was out in front. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Very interesting. Watch Bleday in center field. He'll start straight up. He'll move right before the pitch. But everybody pretty much, they start straight up in the outfield.
And Kim slaps 1 foul out of play into the loge section on the third base side.
They're a team that they're challenged defensively, and they don't believe in cards. They don't have cards to read off position and stuff like that.
Might be one of the few teams, maybe the only team that we've seen that doesn't have some sort of communication out there.
And the user is very limited.
Well, Hoagland shaking off the sign from Langoliers. Finally agrees on the pitch in the 1-2. And it's pulled foul up the first base side. Yeah, the A's have kind of gone back a little bit, playing some more old school baseball.
It's paying off.
Especially at the plate. They've just kind of put the launch angle thing on the shelf.
They show that. They want just contact.
1-2. Kim hits it a long way, fouled out of play down the left side. Yeah, just put the ball in play. That's their main thing. And don't worry about launch angle or any of that stuff. It's working out for them this year. Here's a 1-2. And Kim hits a slow ground ball past the pitcher. Kim can fly, and he is safe with an infield single. Luis Urias, the second baseman, charged. He gloved and threw in the same motion, and it still wasn't quick enough to get the fast-running Vassegh Kim.
I love to get a ball past the pitcher when you hit it off the end of the bat like that. Knowing where Urias is playing, if it gets past the pitcher, you have a very good chance, especially in a swing where you're full and you're already half a step down the line to first base. Nice lean, by the way, as he gets to first base.
This brings up Ohtani for the second time in as many innings. Shohei with a home run already tonight. 2-0 Dodgers. 2 outs. Kim at first base. The pitch. And that is low. Now with Ohtani up, do you run Kim here with 2 outs?
I want Shohei to swing the bat here. So no.
That's what I thought you'd say. I mean, Shohei's already in scoring position in the batter's box, so Kim can get a free ride maybe. We'll see. Now 1-0. And Ohtani hits a ground ball foul down near first base. First base coach Chris Woodward grabs it and throws it up in the seats.
For Hoagland, in fact, even though only 2 starts, 1 stolen base, 1 caught stealing. And they tell me from AAA and reports that he does a very good job of awareness in the base running game.
Stretch by the A's right-hander, and the 1-1 coming to Shohei. Swings, hits a ground ball to second base. Urias is there, and he'll flip on to first for the out. So Shohei makes the out 4-3. Dodgers get a run on the solo homer by Andy Pages. 2 hits in the inning and a man left. Through 2 full at Dodger Stadium. Dodgers 2, Athletics nothing.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
This spring at Ross, savings are in the air.
Yes!
And in the latest fashion.
Yes!
even on outdoor decor. And pet clothes and toys, too. Save 20 to 60% off other retailers' prices at Ross.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang. Today's phrase is high cheese. Do you know what it means? High cheese, a fastball thrown with high velocity that is up in the strike zone.
Maybe they're going to go right after with some high cheese.
There you go. 4 strikeouts for Aaron. 2 outs here in the 5th inning.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com. Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Dodgers 2, Athletics nothing. Top of the 3rd inning, and the second baseman, right-handed hitter Luis Urias facing Yamamoto, who fires a strike in there. 35 pitches so far in the game for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Comes an 0-1 pitch. And a swing and a ground ball past a diving Muncy down the left field line. Kicks off the sidewall, picked up by Conforto, who holds him to a single. Well, that's definitely doubles territory there, but Conforto with a good play, playing the carom off the sidewall and a nice throw into the infield. And Urias thought better of going to second base.
Great job, Conforto, playing that corner a little bit better since that first homestand when he had a little issue out there with a fly ball. He has been very aggressive covering that and knowing exactly how much room he has after the white line.
Leadoff single, second time the leadoff man has been aboard in 3 innings for the Athletics. 0-1 to Nick Kurtz, the number 9 hitter. I was thinking about this today since I let Oakland slip last night. That it might be fair for us to have our own private kangaroo court.
That'll be a lot of fun.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
There'll be a lot of arguments.
Swing it
questioning.
Fly ball shallow left. Conforto looking up into the twilight sky. He'll make the catch for the out. Well, basically, every time you say the wrong team's name, like the Indians instead of Guardians or Oakland instead of just the Athletics, you add to the jar.
You pay the man. There was one time with the Orioles when Eddie Murray used to be the judge. You think about that. Nobody questioned anything.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, Your Majesty.
Here's Jacob Wilson's second time up. He grounded out to Mookie Betts at short in the first to lead off the ball game. Open stance, closes it up, and he looks at a strike. You were talking about his BP. Doesn't he do the multiple toe taps in BP? Probably because he wouldn't have time to reset in between pitches, right?
Well, that's exactly right. He wants to be in a better hitting position as the ball approaches from 50 feet, not 60 feet.
0-1 fouled into the A's dugout.
What I'm surprised is that the Dodgers are not playing him more shaded towards the right side in the middle infield.
There's a 0-2 pitch coming out of the stretch from Yamamoto. Urias short lead at first. The kick, the pitch, fouled back. Hey, Dodger fans, skip the line at Dodger Stadium. Look for the QR code to scan around the ballpark or order with Uber Eats. Just get on the Uber Eats app right from your seat and enjoy every pitch, run, and out. There's an 0-2 pitch. Swung on, popped up. Shallow right center field. Kim goes out, but here comes Andy Pages in to call him off and make the catch for the second out.
Stream every out-of-market game live or on demand. Plus, stream MLB Network 24/7 for the entire season. Blackout and other restrictions apply, so visit MLB.tv for details.
Two 2-0 Dodgers in the third inning. 2 men out, 1 man on, and the batter is Tyler Soderstrom. Soderstrom swings, hits a deep drive to center field. Outman going back to the wall. He leaps. It is gone. Soderstrom with a game-tying 2-run home run. And for Soderstrom, his 10th of the season. And this is the reason they converted him from catcher and first base. They needed his bat in the lineup, and they found a way to stand him up in left field, and he has been hitting the ball like crazy for the A's.
He started off quite crazy and hitting home runs. He had quieted down the last 10 games or so until this one here, straight out center field. Again, ambushing early, and they take good swings to the middle part of the field.
A big philosophy of theirs is to swing early and often. In fact, their first pitch swing percentage is second most in baseball. And now Brent Rooker hits one to deep right, but it'll be playable right along the warning track in front of the scoreboard. Andy Pages makes the catch, and that will retire the side. But Tyler Soderstrom hits a 2-run home run. And after
the possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
You have a reputation as one of the star players on the team, Cancer, but you're also known as one of the shyest. You're feeling encouraged to come out of your shell and make more of a splash among your teammates. Practice giving the signs on the field and gathering the group off the field for an outing to celebrate after you win the game.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Ram Trucks. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
On the world champion LA Dodgers Audio Network.
The score. Teams have been exchanging home runs. Dodgers with a pair of solos, Ohtani and Pages, and Tyler Soderstrom, a 2-run shot for the Athletics. 1 ball, no strikes to Mookie. Hoagland deals, and it is just outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes, goes to 2-0 on Betts. Betts is 0 for 1 in the game, grounded to short in the first inning. He swings, hits another ground ball to short. Jacob Wilson has it, sets his feet, and unleashes one to first, and plenty of time to get Betts. 1 away. At AM/PM, when the Dodgers steal a base at home, you score a free hot dog and any 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola. Redeem your free feast in the AM/PM app. Let's play ball. AM/PM, too much good stuff. Freddie Freeman is 0 for 1, struck out looking at a changeup in the first. First pitch to Freeman. He swings, hits it up in the air, left side foul. That'll go into the seats.
That's typical Freddie. Got me on the changeup. Let me start by thinking beat late and let that ball get a little bit deeper. And fouls it off to the right side of him, which is the left side.
The 0-1 to Freddie. Swings and misses at a fastball, and it's 0-2. Nothing in 2 to Freeman. Nobody on, 1 out. The wind by Hoagland, his pitch. Swung on, fouled back to the screen. And that was the changeup, so Freddie did get a piece of it.
Well, got more of the play than Hoagland won on that one, 0-2.
Another 0-2, and Freeman stays alive. A little protection swing, fouls it back. Two runs, 3 hits. That's the identical line for both teams. Another 0-2. Freddie chases a high pitch and strikes out. Fastball got him, so he's 0 for 2. He's now bookended strikeouts, one looking and now one swinging.
That's the old pitching backwards effectively. And there was Tim, 92. Just enough to offset your eyes because you saw some changeups.
Third strikeout for Gunnar Hoagland. Hoagland called up to the big leagues in early May from AAA Las Vegas. And the first pitch to Will Smith is upstairs.
Did quite well, allowing only 3 home runs in 29 2/3 innings in AAA. Challenging conditions pretty much everywhere you go in that league.
1 ball, 1 strike. Now the pitch. And that's low and away. 2-1. Mentioned Las Vegas. Here's a little known fact about Jose Mota. When Jose was playing AAA ball in Las Vegas, he won the Mayor's Trophy one year.
That was a big deal for him.
Which is an individual award given to the good guy of the team. Did you win it twice?
I won it twice. And your good friend Don Logan lobbying for me. Mr. Baseball in Vegas, Don Logan.
2-2 pitch. Swing and a line shot down the right side. It is slicing foul and out of play. You could just add that to the little known facts about Jose that you didn't know before tonight, folks.
I'll keep bringing some more.
Now you know.
Because I do love talking about myself. As everybody knows.
That's why I had to bring it up. 2-2. Swing and a drive to center field. This ball's hit pretty well. Going back after it. Bleday reaches for it right before the warning track and makes the catch. And the Dodgers gone 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 3rd. We head to the 4th at Dodger Stadium. It's the Dodgers 2, A's 2.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Do you know the following baseball slang? Today's phrase is golden sombrero. Do you know what it means? Golden sombrero, when a player strikes out 4 times in a game.
Swing and a miss. Got him on a slider upstairs. And Garcia has the golden sombrero, much to the delight of the crowd at Minute Maid Park. 1 away.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion!
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings only on MLB Network.
Los Angeles Dodgers baseball.
Top of the 4th inning. Athletics 2, Dodgers 2. And Yamamoto back to work, facing the catcher Shea Langeliers, who's 1 for 1. Right-handed hitting catcher singled and stole second back in the 2nd inning. Takes inside, ball 1. Sun going down. The silhouette of the San Gabriels just picturesque as we look out beyond Dodger Stadium. Lights in full effect, and the temperature cooling off. Pitch down low, 2 balls and no strike.
This is a setting that just does not go out of style. Absolutely gorgeous.
It's a great time of night here. And the 2-0 pitch. And that's outside, 3-0. The days will start getting longer. It'll stay lighter longer as we move along here. Get into the summer. Not too distant future. 3-0 pitch. Swung on and a bouncer foul wide of third.
It is when outfielders and infielders have to communicate a little bit better. Sometimes as an infielder, any short fly ball to the outfield, you have to just head in that direction to help him out without even pointing, because it is quite tough here in the twilight.
3-1 pitch. Another swing and a foul back, especially for outfielders, center fielder in particular, a ball coming out of the top deck. It's not that easy. Rick's often talked about it. It's not. There's a time of night here where it's pretty tough to see.
Very tough. And again, as an infielder, I was taught, hey, don't just point. If you lead in that direction, if you lose it, at least you're leading him to be in the area or territory where he might find the ball late, but catch it.
There's a wind, and Yamamoto's payoff pitch to Langeliers. Inside, he walked it. Langeliers has been on base twice. The only Athletic to claim that tonight.
It's 3 batters leading off innings have gotten out against Yamamoto here tonight.
3 consecutive innings.
Number 4, Lawrence Butler.
Lawrence Butler, the batter, he struck out on a splitter in the second inning. He is susceptible to chase a high fastball once in a while, too. Langeliers leads at first. Pitch to Butler, fouled off to the left and out of play. Jose Mota sitting in for Rick Monday this week. Rick is at a family function this week. I know he's paying attention because he texted me after the game last night. He's already texted me a couple times today.
I already sent him a Monday. Where are you?
He's got all the information from today's transactions. Here's a swing and a miss, 0-2. But it's always fun to talk to Mo when the Dodgers play the A's. We do this a lot in spring training. It gives a lot of the Charlie Finley stories, Joe DiMaggio stories.
DiMaggio stories are great. Reggie Jackson stories are wonderful.
Yep. Rick was actually the first Oakland A with a home run after they moved from Kansas City. He hit the first home run in Oakland.
That's right.
1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He chased it downstairs. Good splitter. Second time that Yamamoto has struck him out on that pitch.
That's pretty much a pattern for Yamamoto against certain hitters that are free swingers. He started off with a splitter away, off the zone and out of the zone, which Butler chased. So that's an indication that this guy is trying to spread the zone a little bit more. Let me just go out there and not even throw anything near.
Miguel Andujar, third baseman, also a strikeout victim, his first time up. 1 down, 1 on, 2-2 ball game. And a strike delivered to the right-handed hitter. Two balls and 1 strike to Miguel Andujar. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball just wide of third, foul.
Join us for Vince Scully Bobblehead Night Monday, May 19th against the D-backs. The first 40,000 fans in attendance will take home a Vince Scully Bobblehead presented by 76. Celebrate the legendary voice of baseball and own a piece of Dodgers history. Visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
No balls and 2 strikes to Andujar. It's going to be a great collectible, by the way.
Anything related to Vince Scully. For sure.
And the 0-2. Swung on, ground ball to third, past the backhand of Muncy down the line. Running around second and on his way to third is Langeliers. He's going to get waved home. Here's the relay from Betts. The throw is not there in time, and the A's have taken a 3-2 lead on a 1-out run scoring double by Miguel Andujar. That's where that leadoff walk came back to haunt Yamamoto.
Well, that's absolutely right, and it takes also a little bit of scouting on 3 balls that Andujar has hit down that line. And the last foul ball, I'm thinking Muncy perhaps could be looking at that and going, I got to be at least a step closer. Not to say he was going to catch this one, but I think overall, you got to scout yourself and think about things that you see in tendencies. And Andujar has been pull mode and pull happy pretty much in every swing.
He's pulled a few foul balls down that way, so it would give you an indication that that's where he's going to try to hit it. J.J. Bleday, left-handed batter, facing Yamamoto. 3-2 A's. And Bleday lifts one in the air to center field, drifting over towards slight left center. James Outman, he calls for it, makes the catch. And Duhar back to second base, and there are 2 out.
And this is where Yamamoto has to really bear down. They need him to eat up more innings. And after 3 runs right now, it's time to really settle down and make better pitches.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the World Champion Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
2 outs, runner at second base. Luis Urias, the second baseman, singled and scored in the 3rd inning. Got the ride home for free on the home run by Tyler Soderstrom. He'll take a strike. No balls and a strike to Urias. Down the road in San Diego, the Padres lead the Angels 3-1, top of the 6th. Giants losing to the Diamondbacks 8-7 earlier today in San Francisco. Diamondbacks trying to catch the Giants. They're next above them in the Western standings.
A lot of runs being scored the last couple of games in San Fran.
Torey Lovullo getting ejected in that game, the manager of the Diamondbacks. Now a 1-1 pitch from Yamamoto. Snapped outside for a ball. 2-1 through a cutter.
You got to stay out there against Urias. Have to stay out there and find that command and that fastball away.
Here is a 2-1 pitch. And it's inside 3-1. So this afternoon in Seattle, the Yankees beat the Mariners 3-2. And certainly the A's were keeping an eye on that as they are chasing the Mariners in the standings. They picked up a game on them. Or half game on him. Ground ball toward the middle. Backhand stab. Kim to his feet. Throws to first in time. Oh, a tremendous play by Ha-Seong Kim. He just saved a run. Side retired. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 left. No Dodger errors. After 3.5 innings, it's the A's 3, Dodgers 2.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 5.
Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission. Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Are you ready to take a swing at base balderdash? Today's phrase is payoff pitch. Do you know what it means? Payoff pitch. A pitch thrown with a full count. There will be a result of a strikeout, walk, or batted ball.
Payoff pitch. Deep ball to left field. Vukovic watches it go. A home run.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Will lead off for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 4th inning. Athletics with a 3-2 lead. And Gunnar Hoagland back to work. He throws one home. There's a strike. His fastball has a lot of movement on it, and he's had success with it. Dodgers 0 for 6 on the fastball, and opponents this year just 2 for 24 on the old number 1.
Yeah, came in 2 for 18. No damage yet here today.
It's about movement and location. 0-1 pitch, cut on and missed.
Averages 94. Changeup, second pitch uses the most at 86 average. Sweeper, sinker, and the slider.
0-2 pitch coming to Muncy. He swings, hits a little number out in front down the first base line, trying to run it out. Langoliers throws and gets it to first in time. The stretch by Kurtz made the difference, and Muncy is out. The save of the game is brought to you by Metropolitan Water District of Southern California. Say goodbye to grass. Hello, rebates. Visit bewaterwise.com. And the save of the game so far, the play by Hassan Kim up the middle on Luis Arias, taking a base hit away from him and then throwing him out at first, saving a run. 2-3 on the putout for Muncy. He's 0 for 2. And here's Andy Pages. Homered on the first pitch he saw last time up. And he takes a strike here. He did not get a fastball. He got a sweeper.
A play like that, catchers will always say, hey, thank you for a first baseman that has the glove on that side of the line.
That's right. Because Kurtz is left-handed.
Yes, makes it a lot easier.
Makes a difference.
To stretch out and to stretch in to the throw.
1-1 to Pages. The line to kick the pitch. Swung on, that's into right center field for a base hit. Pages is 2 for 2. And the Dodgers have the tying run aboard with 1 out. And Michael Conforto coming up.
Amazing for a guy like Pages, Tim, when he keeps those shoulders level. It's night and day on how the ball takes off and where he finds holes and stays on top of the baseball.
When you look at him where he was last year at this time, I mean, the confidence this year is off the charts. You know, he's more comfortable here at the big league level.
And he's hitting different parts of the zone, too. Seems like last season everything was hot on below the knees, down and in. Everything else was just cold.
This is the 11th time in the last 23 games that Pages has had a multi-hit effort. Conforto up 0 for 1. Pitch to Conforto, wave and a miss at the changeup. Michael hit a ball to deep center field in the second inning. It was caught by Blade.
Hit it very hard again, big part of the field.
Well, 7 of the last 13 batted balls have been over 100 miles per hour off his bat. Swings and bounces one foul over by the A's dugout.
Got a fly out, 103 off the bat. I should say line out.
Well, you know, the more balls you square up, you're going to make some outs. You're going to have some atom balls, meaning a hit it right at them, things like that. But they're eventually going to start dropping in, and they have started to drop in. Last night he had 3 doubles, so that's evidence of that. Pages off of first, middle infield playing for 2. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Michael Conforto from Gunnar Hoagland. It's up high, 1-2. Message from California Public Health. Teens, you can feel better when you balance your stress with tips and tools made for teens by teens. Learn more at takespacetopause.org. 1-2 pitch to Conforto. Swings at a ball in the dirt and strikes out. It was a changeup. That'll be strikeout number 4. And the third one on the changeup for Gunnar Hoagland.
Something the Athletics liked about Hoagland, too. Coming into this game, left-handers were only 3 for 22. And Shohei welcomes him with a home run. And we can see why. Look at the way he's pitching Freddie Freeman. Look at the way he's pitching Conforto and Outman and Kim.
Outman struck out looking first time up. Left-handed batter waits. He swings and misses at strike 1. Here's the fastball. Well, again, it's his birthday, so he's entitled to a birthday blast here tonight. See if he can get a hit on his birthday. Maybe hit one out. 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1.
You're so hoping, we all are, that he runs into something again, like he did in Miami. Yeah, contact first. I mean, that's what's happening. Contact needs to come first.
Stretch by Hoagland, the 1-1 pitch to James Outman. It's in the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike. James laid off the changeup. Tigers beat the Red Sox earlier today. The Tigers sweep Boston in that series. Blue Jays knock off the Rays 3-1. Here's a 2-1, and it's up high 3-1 to Outman. Brewers beat the Guardians 9-3 earlier. Pirates and Mets were delayed by rain, but the Pirates would win that game 4-0, shutting out the Mets at Citi Field. 3-1, and this ball is hit up in the air to shallow center field. Jacob Wilson, the shortstop, out. Here comes J.J. Bleday. Moves over to his left a little, makes the catch, and the side is retired. No runs, a hit, one man left. At the end of 4 full, it's the Athletics 3, Dodgers 2.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
You have a reputation as one of the star players on the team, Cancer, but you're also known as one of the shyest. You're feeling encouraged to come out of your shell and make more of a splash among your teammates. Practice giving the signs on the field and gathering the group off the field for an outing to celebrate after you win the game.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
First baseman Nick McCurts will lead off. Left-handed slugger. Hit his first major league home run last night. Yamamoto fires down low, ball 1. So the first pitch strike percentage is the thing with Yamamoto too. He's right at the major league average, about 61%. And the best pitch in the book, as any manager will say, is strike 1. And there is strike 1, and it's now 1-1.
Nice cut fastball in. To me, that is the one side of the plate from here on he needs to find consistency with.
1 ball, 1 strike pitch. Swung on and fouled back off to the left.
Reason I say that? Very easy. Lefties are leaning out over the plate, looking fastballs away and splitters. Right-handers, like Andujar, are saying middle in. Let's go and pull. So outside on righties, inside on lefties. The pattern needs to change.
The wind, the 1-2. And Kurtz chases the splitter and strikes out. 1 away.
That is thanks to one thing. Cutter inside early in this at-bat. Same lane, down and in.
6th strikeout for Yamamoto. Now, Jacob Wilson back up. He's 0 for 2. Hitting .358. You look among the qualifiers in Major League Baseball in terms of batting average. As Wilson grounds it to short. Mookie Betts to his glove side left. Grabs it. Sidearms low to first. Dug out with a backhand by Freeman. They're 2 away, but there's only 2 players in Major League Baseball with a higher batting average coming into the games tonight. Aaron Judge leads everybody. Came into the day today hitting .410.
He's at .412 now.
.412.
15 home runs.
Pretty good. And Freddie Freeman was hitting .366 heading into action today. And then there was Jacob Wilson, 3rd in the big league. But he's 0 for 3 tonight. Here's Tyler Soderstrom.
How about this one? Jacob Wilson, Luis Arraez. Slowest swings in baseball. One has 3 batting titles. The other one came in hitting .363.
Isn't that amazing?
Go figure.
1-0 pitch. Swinging a little swinging bunt toward the third base side that rolls foul. Well, that's the thing about, swing speed and bat speed can be two different things, but it's a matter of getting contact. It's a matter of getting the bat to the ball.
I could have the most beautiful swing, the quickest swing, and if I don't make contact, so what? Maybe slowing down the swing will be better for me because the bat will stay in the zone a little bit longer. But now nobody works to make their swing slower, so that's, what would I say that?
Everybody's trying to get it faster these days. 1-2, and that's low.
The way you do that, if anything, is try a heavier bat and force yourself to stay in the zone a little bit longer.
I think you're onto something. 2-1 pitch. Strike called. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And you can ask Mo about this. It was recommended sometimes by hitting coaches against certain pitchers. Day to day, you would change your bat depending on who you were facing.
2-2. Swung on, ground ball to the right side, one-handed on the lip of the outfield grass by Hyesung Kim. He throws on to first. And the side is retired in order. Midway through the 5th at Dodger Stadium, it's the A's 3, Dodgers 2.
Hey, Dad, did you go to Dodgers games when you were a boy?
Sure did. Grandpa took me.
Did you eat hot dogs?
Yep.
This spring at Ross, savings are in the air.
Yes!
And on the latest fashion.
Yes!
Even on outdoor decor. And pet clothes and toys, too. Save 20 to 60% off other retailers' prices at Ross.
You have a reputation as one of the star players on the team, Cancer, but you're also known as one of the shyest. You're feeling encouraged to come out of your shell and make more of a splash among your teammates. Practice giving the signs on the field and gathering the group off the field for an outing to celebrate after you win the game.
Are you ready to round the bases with base balderdash? Today's phrase is Texas Leaguer. Do you know what it means? Texas Leaguer, a bloop that falls between an infielder and an outfielder for a base hit.
It's an RBI single for Breckman on a little Texas Leaguer, and the Astros lead 2-0.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
Dodgers.
Hyesung Kim will lead off for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 5th inning. 3-2 Athletics in front. And Duhar has to respect the bunt at third. He's in on the grass for the left-handed hitter. Kim with an infield single first time up. Takes a strike here. Fastball from Gunnar Hoagland.
Look how deep the first baseman Kurtz is playing. Just imagine if Kim can just put in the mind of a first baseman to come in. How many more choppers is going to get by people on both corners?
0-1 pitch. Swung on and well hit to right field. This ball heading back toward the wall. It's gone! It is gone. It's the first Major League home run for Hyesung Kim. And the Dodgers have tied it up 3-3 as Kim goes deep into the pavilion.
Daniels Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon. Go Hyesung.
Right into the home run seats. It's the third leadoff home run of the game for the Dodgers. Pa has had one, and the man at the plate did too, and Shohei Ohtani. Dodgers 3, A's 3, and Ohtani hits one on the ground. Couple of hops to Urias. First ball swinging, and he throws him out. So one away.
Kim did hit 11 home runs, drove in 75 runs last season in Korea, and you saw him drive the ball well in spring training, the opposite field. Good to see that.
He really really barreled it up. He squared that baseball up and hit it out. So now Mookie's up with 1 out and the base is empty. Nothing in 1 to Betts. First pitch on the outside corner. And the next pitch a little further outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, that's got to feel good for Mr. Kim. Get that one behind him. And Mookie hits the ball to left field. It's going to be played by Soderstrom running in toward the infield. He makes the catch. 2 down. And Mookie's 0 for 3.
Hit the ball hard first at bat, since then 2 times off the end of the bat. Is that movement you're talking about? That Hoagland does possess in those pitches, coming down the middle and then darting in or down.
Freddie Freeman, the batter. Freeman is 0 for 2. Struck out twice, once looking, once swinging. And he swings at this one and fouls it back. Will Smith in the on-deck circle. He'll go get the foul ball. 0-1. And a strike call. 0-2 to Freddie. Freddie's average at 360. Still the highest in the National League among qualifiers. Next offer is low, 1-2. Here comes the wind from Gunnar Hoagland. And his 1-2 offer to Freeman is right back up the middle of base hit. That pitch was low and out of the strike zone, a changeup. Freddie went down and got it.
That's a professional hitter on display right there.
He's now 1 for 3.
He got a little tall a couple of times with the fastball, but he knows at some point he's got to see that changeup again. He's seen it about 6 times today.
Will Smith is the batter now. Will is 0 for 1 with a walk. Flying to center in the 3rd last time up. Walk back in the 1st inning. Go ahead runs on base. That's Freeman. And a 3-3 ball game in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch outside, ball 1, 1-0. One ball, no strikes to Will. Max Muncy waits on deck. Hoagland out of the stretch. And the A's right-hander delivers home. He swings and misses. Yeah, when Hoagland got drafted by Pittsburgh out of high school, he was offered a $2 million signing bonus because he was a first rounder. Compensatory round, but still a first rounder.
Still very good money.
And he turned it down and went to Ole Miss instead. And then out of Ole Miss, he got drafted again and moved up to 19th overall from, I think he was 36th. Leday now moving over toward right center field. So there's a gap in left center for Smith.
Leday moves a lot between pitches.
2 ball, 1 strike pitch from Hoagland to Will. And he watches it sail into the dirt. 3-1.
There goes Leday again. He'll go straight up and then move back out.
Seems it's more by feel with them. Looking down in the dugout, I'm not seeing him get any instruction on where to position. And again, they don't have defensive cards. 3-1, and Will fouls it down the right side a long way and out of play. That's how it used to be, too. Like, you know, you'd have an idea about where to play a guy. Sometimes your position coach would give you instruction and direct everybody. But other times, you know, it's the eye test. It's what you've seen them do already and what their tendencies are.
Feel, instinct. You got to trust it.
Freeman's going to take off with this pitch. 2 outs. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count to Will. And Kurt's playing behind Freeman at first base. Stretched by Hoagland. He is set. Now Freeman creeping off the bag. He takes off, and the pitch is high, ball 4. So 2 on and 2 out. You know what? Great to see your dad, by the way. I know He's been giving us updates daily. He's getting better and better.
Yeah, Pop's listening and watching also. So he's flipping between TV, Spanish radio, and us. So tomorrow he'll give me a report on everybody.
All right, good. Well, if anybody knows about baseball, it's Manny Mota. So there's a trip to the mound in this mound visit brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice. So the A's have finished talking about it. The Dodgers still with a little threat here going. The leadoff home run by Ha-Seong Kim. His first major league home run, has tied the game at 3.
If I'm Max Muncy, I'm going to get right on top of the plate. Challenge me with that fastball, but I know you have that changeup in your back pocket too.
Muncy 0 for 2 tonight. Pitch. He swings and knocks it foul third base side up into the third deck.
Tell you what, even Langoliers last minute, you see him jump to the outside half. You don't see catchers move all that much with a pitch coming either.
No, but they can tell you a lot when you look at catchers.
Especially if they're in the shadow. Careful.
0-1 coming to Muncy. Swing and a miss at a ball that faded outside, a changeup.
He did it again. So Langoliers, so he'll center, call the pitch, and if you call the changeup, you see him shifting with a quick jump to the left.
0-2 pitch to Muncy. And he strikes out, swinging at a changeup, leaving 2 men on base. Dodgers tie it on the home run by Kim. And after 5 full, it's the Dodgers 3, Athletics 3.
This is AM 570 LA Sports.
Yamava Resort and Casino is California's #1 entertainment destination. Grab your tickets to...
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We gotta make moves and make them early. Set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up and stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pregame to greater things.
Start building your retirement plan at thisispretirement.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion!
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings, only on MLB Network.
And the Athletics with Jose Mota, Tim Neverett with you, Dwayne McDonald, our producer-engineer with us, and David Vassegh is preparing for the post-game show. Make sure you join him for that later on. And the first pitch coming to Brent Rooker, the designated hitter, misses outside for ball 1, a curveball away.
David Vassegh wants to make sure that I'm doing my homework for the post-game show.
Well, he can be pretty sure
that I'm prepared.
1-0 pitch. Well, I don't know how much better you can be prepared having sat here and called the game.
Those are high standards over there, so you never know.
Yeah.
I'm not on this side all the time, so.
He's literally looking over your shoulder. 2 balls and no strikes, and the pitch to Rooker is popped up foul first base side, and that'll be out into the seat.
Well, Tim, we like good baseball stories and perseverance, and this is one of them. How many times was Brent Rooker told, nope, you're just a 4A guy. That's all you are. And here he is, multi-year deal, secured future.
He's not a 4A guy. He's legit. He's been a legitimate hitter the last few years for the A's and earned that extension.
San Diego, Kansas City.
American League All-Star 2023, won a Silver Slugger last year. And he takes ball 4 just outside. A leadoff walk.
Usually the A's have put the pressure on Yamamoto pretty much all through the night. That first guy getting on again.
Yeah, 4 out of the 6 innings, the leadoff man has been aboard. And here is Shea Langoliers. He's been on base twice, has scored once. The pitch to Langoliers, hit in the air to right field, carrying out near the warning track, but in front of it, Andy Pages parks. He'll make the catch and get the ball back in quickly, holding Rooker at first base.
I think Pages was a little surprised to see Rooker tagging up there. He actually caught the ball flat-footed and slinged it very quickly.
Right fielder Lawrence Butler.
It's one of those things you just can't take anybody for granted.
Take note.
Bases, yep.
They will tag. So in other words, get behind the baseball.
Lawrence Butler is 0 for 2. A pair of strikeouts, both on the splitter. Middle infield playing for 2 with 1 out, and Butler fouls it behind him over by Andujar in the on-deck circle.
He was one of those guys that grounded into a double play last night. 45 times they have grounded into double plays this season as a team.
Butler hitting .236. Yamamoto fires home, and it's just outside. Came with the splitter and missed. Don't forget, just a reminder, fans, again, tomorrow is a Shohei Ohtani bobblehead night. So all fans with a ticket will get a bobblehead. So there's no reason to line up down Sunset at 8 in the morning. Don't do that anymore.
Good news, Tim.
Yep. Everybody with a ticket will get one. Allow yourself a little extra time, though, when you come in like you normally would on a night you expect a big crowd. But you don't have to sit out there all day. This pitch is fouled away. And that's a great thing, though, too, that the Dodgers have done, is make it available to everybody.
Yes. Quite fair. I have friends coming all the way from Tokyo for that, for tomorrow.
Is that right?
All the way from Tokyo.
No way.
They marked it down and said, we're going to be there for that one.
1 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Butler. Stretched by Yamamoto, and here is his pitch. Swung on, ground ball to Betts. Backhands. He flips to Muncy, who steps on second, and he can't throw to first. Muncy was playing to the right of Betts, and Kim, with the left-handed hitter up, was playing much farther away on the right side. So Muncy realized he had a chance to get the out at second, at least, and that's the one they got.
That's great communication. There's a preset play there. Unfortunately, the feed from Mookie was a little bit high. If it's more on line, there's a good chance that Muncy can go out there and just follow that line on the throw and complete the double play.
You don't see it often, but you've got a 6-5 putout at second base. Butler with 2 outs at first, and the batter is Andujar, who slices one foul down the right field side into the seats.
And that's where Andujar needs to beat you. Force him to hit the ball the other way.
And this is one of those cases where the right side of the infield is wide open, with Freeman holding the runner and Kim playing toward the bag at second and a right-handed batter up. This is one thing that the A's capitalized on last night. They had a number of opposite field singles in this alignment. 3-3 score, top of the 6th, 1 on, 2 out. Pitch from Yamamoto to Andujar. Will wait, throw to first, and Butler just dives back safely. Freddie tagged him on the back, but Butler got his hand in there. Butler can run 6 stolen bases. He's been caught once.
He leads the team with the 6 stolen bases. They've only stolen 18 coming into tonight as a team.
Swinging a foul back. They had stolen 11 straight until Langoliers was caught by Will Smith last night. So 11 of their last 12.
And it took Langoliers, huh?
Langoliers. Yeah.
More guys.
Catcher running. It was catcher on catcher crime, because when Smith threw him out, he threw him out by a mile. Now the 0-2 pitch from Yamamoto. Again, a little wait, and the throw to first, and Butler dives back.
All right, here we go. That's 2 times now he's gone over there.
So now he's got to come home, or if he goes over, he better pick him off, or it'll be a balk. The 2 disengagements for Yamamoto.
Run the clock.
And now Butler's getting a big jump, or a big lead rather. He doesn't go. And the pitch on the way. And it is called a ball outside.
A great job. Yamamoto just took all the momentum off of him. Had he picked over, he had him.
Yeah.
But he just threw his timing off by just holding the baseball. Run the clock down in that situation.
Butler leads. Now the pitch. Swung on, popped up to second baseman Ha-Seong Kim. He'll make the catch. And that'll do it for the A's in the 6th. No runs, no hits, 1 left. No Dodger errors. At the end of 5.5, it's the Dodgers 3, Athletics.
Are you facing the challenges of cancer? At Cochise Oncology, we understand your journey. With over 65 years of experience, we help you conquer cancer closer to home. Using innovative genetic tests, Cochise Oncology provides personalized cancer treatments in Sierra Vista. The first in Arizona, our state-of-the-art Radixact treats your cancer with pinpoint radiation. Cochise Oncology, where cancer meets compassion. Healing begins here.
Huge news. Right now at Wendy's, you can get a Son of Baconator for just $3. I don't think you understand this situation. The Son of Baconator is only $3 for a limited time. You know, smoked bacon, rich melted cheese. That Son of Baconator is only $3. Thank you to whoever wished upon that star. For bacon that just won't quit, gotta be Wendy's.
U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii, not valid on a combo or on third-party delivery platforms.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. What? Boom.
Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastball.
I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are. The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco.
He's on its
3. Manny Paez will lead off. He's 2 for 2 in the ball game. And Conforto and Outman to follow. And Gunnar Hoagland, the starter in his 3rd major league start, still in the ball game to start the 6th inning for the Athletics. Meantime, left-hander Hogan Harris is warming up for them. Pitch to Andy, outside ball 1. It's Chevy Truck Month, and there's no better time to do what you do best in a Chevy Silverado. Shop now at SoCalChevy.com. And ball, no strike pitch. It's outside again. It's 2-0.
Good Paez here. Look for his own. Think drive here. Drive the baseball.
Paez homered his first time up on the first pitch he saw in the 2nd inning. He takes ball 3 low. And then last time up, he singled to right center in the 4th. So Harris warming up for the A's. The Dodgers did have Ben Kasparius moving around and also Alex Vassegh, but neither are throwing at this point in time. As Paez takes outside and he walks, so he's been on base for the 3rd time, and the Dodgers have the go-ahead run on.
Get ready for the Freeway Series against the Angels this weekend. This will include Clayton Kershaw returning to the mound Saturday night. Get your tickets today at Dodgers.com/promotions, and here comes the Kersh.
Great to see him back on the hill. Michael Conforto facing Hoagland. Takes outside ball 1. Conforto 0 for 2. Fly deep to center in the 2nd inning. Struck out swinging on a changeup in the 4th.
How many times in the last 3 years have we seen Kershaw come back exactly on a week where somebody gets hurt from the rotation?
You know, it's a weird coincidence. Pitch outside and low, 2-0. Speaking of that, we got word today, speaking of starting pitching, as Langoliers goes out to talk to his pitcher, but we got word today that Blake Snell was cleared by the doctor and threw today. And he threw from 60 feet today, and he'll start his progression back to pitch.
That's great news. So it's going to be at least, 3 weeks? considering where he was and how far back you have to go to the last time he pitched to get him built up again.
And on the other,
that is really good news.
On the other side of the coin, however, Tyler Glasnow, who had started to throw, has had the ball taken out of his hand, and he's going to be down now for a while.
Not good.
So the Dodgers have had him stop throwing.
And the word yesterday was throwing progression started.
Right. 2-0 to Conforto. He takes a strike. Another piece of news about pitching today, and we got to watch it today. Simulated game here at Dodger Stadium. And Teoscar Hernandez and Tommy Edman batting, but they were batting against Emmett Sheehan, who looked really good. 2-1, and that's outside.
I saw some face expressions by Teoscar later on. He's like, that means he's on. He is actually has approached and gotten to triple digits in his rehab.
Yeah, this is after surgery and a long layoff, and he looks like he is back. 3-1 pitch to Conforto from Hoagland. Conforto swings and foul tips it into the glove of Langoliers. Now, Sheehan told me in spring training that he felt that he could possibly be back in games by the month of June. And by the way he pitched today in that sim game, who knows? Probably before June, I would guess. It's just a total guess on my part, but you'd think he'd be in a rehab game somewhere pretty soon.
We saw velocity. We saw good location, too. Yeah. And good breaking balls.
And Conforto hits a liner into left field, a base hit. Rounding second and on his way to third as Pages throws offline. Pages is out anyway. And Andy runs himself into an out at third base.
We saw this happen a lot earlier in the season with Pages making decisions like this.
And the play was right in front of him as the base runner. That's where you hold at second, but he's now looking in the dugout. The Dodgers were looking at the video. They're not going to challenge it because he was out. And Soderstrom right there gets an easy outfield assist.
Very easy right in front of him. Left field is going to be the toughest outfield spot for you to go first to third when the ball's in front of you. But also he's charging a lot, and that is the shortest throw to third base.
Mark Kotsay coming out to get Gunnar Hoagland, who acquitted himself exceptionally well tonight in his third major league start, holding the Dodgers to just 3 runs. 1 out, Conforto at first base. Hogan Harris coming in, a lefty to pitch for the Athletics. Pitching change timeout. The score, the Dodgers 3, the Athletics 3.
The Tacoma, I very specifically got it for camping off.
At MLBshop.com, you can get all the latest officially licensed merchandise for you and your family. But if you really want to level up your game, you can grab something for your dog walker, your Pilates instructor, your swim coach, your neighbor, your accountant, your gardener, your best friend, your bandmate, your boss, your kid's teacher, your mailman. Visit MLBshop.com and stock up on officially licensed on-field merchandise from your favorite teams.
Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang.
Today's phrase is ducks on the pond. Do you know what it means? Ducks on the pond. When 2 or 3 runners are on base.
3 ducks on the pond. Ozzie, Nicky, and Marcel. 2-2. Ground ball. Diving stop, but everybody's safe.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion!
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings, only on MLB Network.
1 out. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning. New pitcher, left-hander Hogan Harris. Pitching change brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. 9th appearance for Harris, 1-0 and a 4.38 ERA. Opponents hitting only 196 against him. Kike Hernandez, a right-handed bat, hitting for James Outman. With Conforto, the go-ahead run at first. And a breaking ball is in low, ball 1.
Well, the base running play, we forgot about Conforto. Another great piece of hitting.
He's hitting 4 straight now. And Conforto has started to heat up. Here's a 1-0. And Kike hits a long fly ball foul down the third base side. Oh, that had plenty of distance, but he hooked it down the line, and that is going to be strike one. 3 runs on 7 hits for the Dodgers, 3 runs, 4 hits for the Athletics. Conforto still the responsibility of Gunnar Hoagland, the starting pitcher for the A's. 1-1, and that's up high, 2-1. The Dodgers have left-handed action, I should say. Alex Vassegh warming. And a right-hander has gotten up for the Athletics. 2-1. Swung on, popped up right field near the line. Lawrence Butler gets himself in a throwing position, makes the catch, and gets it back on the infield and back to first base. Conforto 2 away.
Look at how close Butler was playing to that line.
That was close. But for Paez to make the first out of the inning at third base when he represents the go-ahead run, it's tough. But what's even tougher is the play was right in front of him. The ball was in left field and not hit very deep. He was on the ground.
Cannot go. And it's not the first time Paez has run into these issues.
Well, the Dodgers are going to send up Miguel Rojas to hit for Kim here. Get the right-handed bat in there. 2 outs. And a man at first base. Shohei Ohtani on deck. So the job here for Rojas is to get Ohtani to the plate any way he can. Pitch is low and in. Ball 1.
And a good night for Hye-Sung Kim. 360 now. He went 2 for 2.
A single in his first major league home run. He takes a seat, and Miguel Rojas at the plate. He pitched in last night's game. 1-0, and that's also low. 2 balls, no strikes. Nobody wants to see position players pitch in a game, especially at home.
I don't ever. Again.
It just means the game's out of hand. 2-0. And it's swung on, popped up back of the plate. Langoliers will give it a look. He sheds the mask and he runs to the screen, and the ball's just over the screen into the third row. Two balls and a strike to Rojas. Well, right now would be a great time for Rojas to poke one through the right side. He's done that a lot. Luis Urias playing close to the bag at second. 2 men out. Kurtz holding Conforto at first base.
I was also thinking swinging 2-0 with Ohtani next.
And the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, a breaking ball.
Which was out of the zone.
Right, because if you don't swing 2-0, and if it's a strike, it's still going to be 2-1 either way. But it might be 3-0.
Exactly.
It puts more pressure on the pitcher. You can take another pitch if you need to. 2-ball, 2-strike pitch. And Rojas lines it into right center. That's a base hit. Conforto's going to run around second and head to third, and they're going to wave him home. Here comes the relay. It's going to be late. Conforto ahead first, slide, safe. It's a pinch hit double for Rojas, and the Dodgers have taken a 4-3 lead.
How about Miggy setting it up, swinging 2-0, swinging at a ball, and then forcing himself to just be convinced he's got to elevate. Force him to elevate, goes inside out. Great base running by Conforto, and also Shohei Ohtani serving as another coach right by home plate, saying you need to get down, get dirty.
A clutch hit for Rojas in a pinch hitting situation. Ohtani is 1 for 3 with a homer. And a left-on-left matchup here. Pitches outside. Now remember last night, Jeffrey Springs, the lefty, everything to Ohtani off the plate outside. They stayed away from him as much as they could.
As they did with Freddie Freeman, too.
Well, the stretch in the 1-0 pitch. And that one was inside. Ohtani missed an opportunity there, as it was right over a lot of the plate.
Yeah, and watching where Langolier was setting up, that was a mistake. He just missed his spot.
1-ball, 1-strike pitch. And Ohtani lets the breaking ball go down and away. Incidentally, a note on Rojas. This year, as a pinch hitter, he is 3 for 3 with 2 extra base hits. The other extra base hit was a home run in Atlanta.
Stay middle of the field.
3-1, a little tapper toward the third baseman, and Duhar rushes, one hands, he's late at first. That's a base hit for Ohtani. Oh, Ohtani can rumble, and he gets down the line in a hurry. And now there are runners at the corners and 2 men out for Mookie Betts.
Again, advantage left-handed batter, full swing into the bat. And Duhar playing even with the bag, but there's no chance. Andujar, remember, he's played more outfield than anything else as of late and does not have that quick speed in the infield anymore.
So with Betts coming up, Mark Kotsay is going to go to the bullpen, bring on the right-hander to face him. Dodgers have a run in. They've taken the lead. They're threatening for more. With runners at first and third and 2 men down, Betts will be the hitter. We'll tell you about the A's pitcher when we come back. The score of the Dodgers 4, A's 3.
With the warm weather, it's a great time for a remodel. Update your bathroom, put in new flooring, even a new kitchen. But sometimes what really makes sense is
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
We just kind of knew from the beginning that we were family.
They showcased a sense of love that I never had before. I mean, he's not only my parent, like he's like my best friend.
At the end of the day, it's all been worth it. I wouldn't change a thing about our lives.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
It's time to step up to the plate and see if you can guess which baseball player or manager said the following.
Tonight I stand here overwhelmed as my name is linked with the great and courageous Lou Gehrig.
That's Cal Ripken Jr. addressing the fans after his 2,131st consecutive game played. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Nunez comes on to pitch. Via Mota in the Dominican Republic. Facing Mookie Betts. Dodgers up 4-3. They go Rojas, the runner at third. Shohei Ohtani at first base. This pitching change presented by Navien HVAC and water heater products. 37th appearance. I should say he made 36 appearances last year for the A's. And the pitch outside. Ball 1 to Mookie.
First this season for Ohtani.
So Ohtani is out there replacing Hogan Harris. Dodgers looking for more here. Ohtani is back from the 15-day injured list. And is 1-0, and Mookie waves through the slider. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Big guy, big frame. Seems like the ball is coming out from right behind that right shoulder as he turns towards home plate, and the right-handed batter does not get a good look. But he does work on the first base side of the rubber, which should give you a better window.
Runners lead first and third. A 1-1 pitch from Ohtani. Swung on and hit up in the air to right field. Playable for Lawrence Butler. He didn't have to go too far. And he'll reach up and make the catch. And the Dodgers are done in the bottom of the 6th inning. But they get a run on 3 hits. They leave 2. And at the end of 6 full of Dodger Stadium,
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
We just kind of knew from the beginning that we were family.
They showcased a sense of love that I never had before. I mean, he's not only my parent, like he's like my best friend.
At the end of the day, it's all been worth it. I wouldn't change a thing about our lives.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. Brought to you by Adopt U.S. Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang.
Today's phrase is ducks on the pond. Do you know what it means? Ducks on the pond. When 2 or 3 runners are on base.
3 ducks on the pond. Ozzie, Nicky, and Marcel. 2-2. Ground ball. Diving stop, but everybody's safe.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
Guess which baseball player or manager is at the plate?
You know, I want to keep this brief, but, you know, the passion has been on this team like I've never seen before in my 15 years here. I thank these guys for pulling my big butt across this finish line.
That's Frank Thomas addressing the crowd after the 2005 White Sox World Series parade. Catch the next great moment on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Los Angeles Dodgers baseball.
Left-hander Alex Vassegh takes over the top of the 7th inning. Dodgers with a 4-3 lead. This pitching change brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute drive-through oil change with locations throughout Southern California. Bottom part of the order to face Vassegh, who makes his 22nd appearance of the season. He's 1-0 with a 3.44 ERA. And he delivers ball 1 to Blade. He is tops on the Dodgers staff in appearances now. 1-0 pitch, swung on and skied down the right field line. Near the line, Pages. And in fair territory, right where the grass and the track meet, he makes the catch for out number 1.
Get that leadoff guy off the bases. That is key right now for a guy like Alex Vassegh, who's been very good at that spot this season. Leadoff hitters in a inning, 294 on base percentage against him.
So he's past that one. And now facing Luis Urias, who is 1 for 2 with a run scored. Rojas remains in the game at second base for the Dodgers. And the pitch. And that's inside.
That was an accidental cutter. Very good move.
Here's a 1-0 pitch to Urias. Swing and a miss. When you say accidental cutter, what do you mean?
It just happened to cut when he did not mean it for it to cut. Four-seamer. Got a little of the air at the very end and cut in. And he goes Cambio. How about that? He went changeup on him.
Well, he's got Urias guessing a little bit right now. 1 ball and 1 strike to the A's second baseman. The stretch by the left-hander, and Vassegh pausing on the hill. Now he'll kick and throw home. 1-1 cut on and missed. He came back with another changeup.
Double up. He's got great arm speed, and that's why people are guessing fastballs all the way, and he just drops it without trying to, overpronate it.
High fastball right here, probably. Here's a 1-2. There was the high fastball, swinging and a miss.
That's good pitching. I think you've seen baseball before?
I think once or twice.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought.
I've seen him pitch a few times. So he gets him with the high heat.
It's a lot easier to guess from up here, too.
No.
For all of us.
Nick Kurtz, the batter, number 9 hitter. 2 down, bases empty, and Shakey's Pizza Parlor is the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game night, it's group night at Shakey's.com. Now the pitch. That's outside. Rick is really good at predicting pitches. He's good at it. He reads the catcher, too.
There's so many things you can look at.
He's got a pretty good
from
sense.
up here. Oh, so much easier.
1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kurtz. Kurtz 0 for 2. Flied to left in the 3rd. Struck out swinging in the 5th.
And every catcher has a habit. As I was talking about Langoliers. When he was calling changeups of Hoagland, he would jump out and get lower. That's the indication right there.
1-1 is outside. 2-1. Yamamoto's numbers: 6 innings, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, 88 pitches, 58 for strikes, and leaves the game as the pitcher of record on the plus side. And the pitch outside. The Dodgers getting a run in the bottom of the 6th, and at that point that broke the tie, and that made Yamamoto the pitcher of record to the good.
That's why you want to stay another inning. Get that 6th inning out of the way. Give your offense a chance to get your W.
3-1 popped up right side. Freddie Freeman drifting into foul ground. He's on top of the coach's box, and he will make the catch. And Alex Vassegh comes in the top of the 7th and retires the side in order. Stretch time at Dodger Stadium. It's the Dodgers 4, A's.
I think it's finally time to DIY the laundry room. And this time I really mean it. I just don't know where to start.
When you stop at Gulf, one thing you'll never have to think about is the fuel you're putting in your tank.
Cabinets? Paint?
So you can concentrate on other things.
Is shiplap still trendy?
And with the Gulf Pay app, you'll get exclusive offers like 5 cents off per gallon every day. See app for details. Gulf. It all starts here.
Hate doing cardio? Try brushing and flossing your teeth. I'm not talking about building up a sweat. I'm talking about building a healthier mouth for a healthier heart, for a healthier you. Smile Generation. Trusted dentists look at your care through the lens of the mouth-body connection, because what happens in the mouth plays a critical role for the rest of your body. To find a dentist near you, committed to treating all of you, visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today and live longer, healthier, and happier with confidence unleashed.
Hey, Gen X. We're not 25 anymore, but with Factor 4, you might feel like it. Packed with fish oil, turmeric, CoQ10, and garlic to fight inflammation and support your joints and heart. Top quality, no crazy markups. Get yours at livegood.com.
Never gets old.
Bottom of the 7th inning is brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. 4-3 the score. Dodgers in front, and Freddie Freeman leading off against right-hander Michel Ohtani, who deals him low and in. An update from south of here in San Diego. Padres have closed out the Angels 5-1. And the Padres with the victory. Now they're 27th. And this game here is the only one being played currently in Major League Baseball. 2-0 to Freddie Freeman. The Padres right on the Dodgers' heels. And Freddie swings and foul tips it into the glove of Langoliers for a strike.
This is pretty much a tack on runs territory right now. He's going to have a mentality of this game being tied.
2-ball, 1-strike pitch from Ohtani. And Freddie takes up and away. Now, Ohtani was on the injured list due to a shoulder issue. He began the season that way and then had to go out after a sprained right shoulder on his rehab assignment. Started in Stockton in Single A. He was running through Triple A in Vegas, and Freddie fouls one off to the left and out of play. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the world champion Dodgers audio network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
3-2 to Freeman. Swings at the sinker and misses. He strikes out for the 3rd time in the ballgame.
Yeah, that's a 98-mile-an-hour sinker. Running away and exploding late.
Number 16, Will Smith. Will Smith up. He does not have a hit tonight, but he's been on base twice. Walked in the 1st inning, walked again in the 5th. Last night, Smith with 3 base hits. And he takes low ball 1. In the news of the day, Austin Barnes was designated for assignment earlier today. Longtime Dodger, 11 years in this organization. big league level with the Dodgers. Dave Roberts described the conversation as a very difficult conversation. He said that Austin Barnes is a Dodger for life. Here's a 1-1, and that skips away from Langoliers. 2 balls and a strike to Will Smith. Dalton Rushing, the Dodgers' #1 prospect, has been called up. We've been told he will start tomorrow night's game against the A's. Depending on how this game goes, maybe he makes his major league debut tonight, but he is going to start tomorrow. Pitch outside to Will, 3-1 the count.
So in a way, Will kind of takes on a different role now, that of the teacher for a young catcher coming up.
You know, they brought Rushing up at the end of last year. He didn't play, obviously he wasn't on the roster, but they wanted him to be here. 3-1, and Will fouls it away. And you say, well, why do they need him to be here if he's not going to play? Well, it was for him to get used to how the team prepares at the big league level, and he was involved in a lot of pregame preparation, learning, catching bullpens, those types of things, and just to see how the day-to-day was here in September.
The environment, the preparation, how these guys do it, especially with a mega and plethora of stars in that clubhouse.
3-2 outside, ball 4, and Will Smith walks for the 3rd time tonight.
When you want to see a clubhouse full of stars that go about their business, blue collar every single day, this is the clubhouse.
Third baseman, number 13.
Max Muncy, the batter. Muncy tonight is 0 for 3. Last time up in the 5th, struck out. The back-to-back changeups, and one after the last one. And this time it's high, ball 1. So for those of you who were listening to the Padres and Angels and tuned over to our game, we welcome you. Along with Jose Mota, sitting in for Rick Monday this week, I'm Tim Neverett. Dwayne McDonald, our producer-engineer in the booth. 4-3 Dodgers lead, bottom of the 7th. And Muncy pops one up, left side of the infield. Jacob Wilson, just a couple of feet on the outfield grass, will make the catch. And Max is 0 for 4, and there were 2 down.
Come to Dodger Stadium for Will Smith bobblehead night, May 21st against the D-backs. And the first 40,000 fans will take home the last out title clinching strikeout bobblehead presented by Spectrum. For tickets, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
Andy Pages, a solo homer tonight. Base hit in the 4th. He walked last time up in the 6th. 2 for 2 for Andy. And he looks at a pitch. Position player update. We've got one of those for you if you haven't heard yet today. Looks like Tommy Edman and Teoscar Hernandez, for both of them, could be after the weekend when they return to active duty here. 1-0 pitch. And a check swing. He went. Appealed down to Dan Merzel, the umpire at first. But Dave Roberts telling us today that Tommy Edman has elected to not go on a rehab. He's been taking at-bats like he took at-bats against Emmett Sheehan today. He feels he's going to be ready as soon as he's eligible to come off and ready to go. Another strike called to Pages, and Teoscar Hernandez is taking a few days to see if he thinks he needs to go out and get some at-bats in a game somewhere.
Right.
But those two should be returning to the Dodger lineup.
You can make a recommendation, shortly, but you cannot force them to.
No, it's up to the player. You know, you'd think as a ball club you could say, look, we need you to go out and do this. But you don't. It's up to the player. That's the way the rules are. Double barrel action now in the A's pen. Mitch Spence and Tyler Ferguson, both right-handers. Pages lifts one into left field. That ball is going to drop down there for a hit. One hop to Soderstrom. He bounces it into third base. Smith stops at second. And a 2-out single for Andy Pages. Pages with a 3-hit ball game.
That's another 2-strike hit for Pages. 22 2-strike hits coming into today. And his average way over the league, which was 169, as we talked about earlier in the game. His average of 242 with 2 strikes.
And now coming out, Scott Emerson, the pitching coach for the A's. He's going to have a word and buy some time for the bullpen, too.
Ohtani has not been the easiest at bats against right-handers. With a short arm action that he has, a little bit of a hitch too as the ball comes out of his hand. Has a little hitch behind his back, and guys are just not seeing it very well. Plus, it's 98, heavy 98.
Well, he split the season last year between AAA Las Vegas and the Oakland A's. And in that series up in Oakland last year between the Dodgers and A's, he appeared twice, pitched 2 innings, struck out 4. He allowed just 1 hit, but he faced him twice in that 3-game setup there in Oakland last year. Here's Conforto in the pitch. And Conforto tried to check a swing on the ball in the dirt. Peeled down to third base, and he did check it, says Jordan Baker.
What the Oakland A's back then found out is people do come to the stadium when the Dodgers are in town. We saw some big crowds.
I think at that time it was the biggest crowd to date of the season, one of those days.
Yep.
Of course, later in the season, it became, it came down to the final series and the final game, they started really packing them in. 1-0 pitch. Swung on and popped up left field. Over toward the line is Soderstrom. He'll make the catch, and the Dodgers strand 2 more. No runs, 1 hit. No errors on the part of the former Oakland Athletics. You almost got me saying it. Anyway, we are through.
Breaking line. Time to reseed this lawn. What's the difference between fescue and Bermuda?
When you stop at golf, one thing you'll never have to think about is the fuel you're putting in your tank.
Maybe Zoysia seed is better.
So you can concentrate on other things.
I mean, how many types of grass seed can there be?
And with the Golf Pay app, you'll get exclusive offers like 5 cents off per gallon every day, along with a fast and convenient way to pay. See app for details. Golf. It all starts here.
Hate doing cardio? Try brushing and flossing your teeth. I'm not talking about building up a sweat. I'm talking about building a healthier mouth for a healthier heart, for a healthier you. Smile Generation. Trusted dentists look at your care through the lens of the mouth-body connection, because what happens in the mouth plays a critical role for the rest of your body. To find a dentist near you, committed to treating all of you, visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today and live longer, healthier, and happier with confidence unleashed.
Hey, Gen X. We're not 25 anymore, but with Factor 4, you might feel like it. Packed with fish oil, turmeric, CoQ10, and garlic to fight inflammation and support your joints and heart. Top quality, no crazy markups. Get yours at livegood.com.
On your official home of Los Angeles Dodgers.
Pitchers Kirby Yates, as he'll face Wilson, Soderstrom, and Rooker. The Dodgers have taken Conforto out of the ballgame, and Chris Taylor is now in left field as a late-inning defensive replacement. And Wilson is 0 for 3. 2 groundouts to short and a fly out to right. Wilson open stance from the right side. And Yates, the veteran right-hander, pumps one home for a strike. For Yates, his 21st appearance. He's 3-1. 2.76 the ERA. Last time out was at Miami. And a pitch in there for a called strike. Yates out of Kauai in Hawaii. Signed a 1-year deal with the Dodgers. Last year with the Rangers, was probably the Rangers' best pitcher overall, as Wilson fouls one into the camera wall beyond the Dodger dugout on the third base side.
He was a mysterious man with a fastball, the unhittable fastball last year.
He's got a disappearing splitter too.
His fastball will hit at a clip of around 123 average overall.
0-2 to Wilson. The stretch by Yates, and the right-hander fires home. Try for that outside corner with a fastball and missed. Ball and 2 strikes to the young Jacob Wilson. Out of Thousand Oaks. And the 1-2. Swing and a grounder to third. Charged by Muncy. He one-hands it from the lip of the infield grass. Throws on to first in time to get him one away.
Get that first guy out of the way, especially a guy like Jacob Wilson. After a beautiful night last night, 4 hits. He is 0 for here tonight.
Top of the 8th inning, brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. The MVP for fun, food, and good times. less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Morongo celebrating 20 years of good times. And the pitch now to Soderstrom. Missed outside ball one. Soderstrom with a 2-run homer in the third. He's 1 for 3.
That home run was his first home run in 20 games since moving over to left field.
A 1-0 pitch. And a strike called.
And at one point, he was leading Major League Baseball in home runs.
There's a 1-1 pitch on the way from Yates. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. I saw him catch when he first came to AAA. I was over in Vegas watching the games over there. And he was okay as a catcher. Not bad. First baseman, too. But he could really hit. Swing and a foul back to our left.
Hey, where is their Max Muncy?
AAA.
We want to see that reunion.
Yeah, AAA. He may be in the big leagues before long. They have a Max Muncy, too. And they have the same birthday, oddly enough.
Go figure. Wow.
Here's a 1-2 pitch. And Soderstrom drives it to the alley in left center field. That's going to split him and go to the wall. Taylor will play the carom. He fires it into Betts, the relay man. Goes off of his glove, but in with a double is Tyler Soderstrom. And with 1 out of the 8th inning, the A's have the tying run in scoring position.
Yeah, because the Ace is pretty much a guy that lives off that fastball. He elevate and get it by you, but also fastball splitter. Splitter tumbles down. Mostly it just fades out. He got it fading out and went exactly where that pitch was thrown with some authority the other way.
Brent Rooker, the batter, the designated hitter. 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Struck out on a fastball back in the first inning. Hitting .254. And Yates, the right-hander, sends one toward the plate inside ball 1. Now the 1-0, he couldn't hold up on the swing. Good fastball outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now just one pitcher warming up for the A's. It is Tyler Ferguson. 1-1 the count. And the pitch. And a strike call. The A's wear 3 patches on their game jerseys. One of them is the number 24 for Ricky Henderson, who we lost this year. One of the great, not only players, but personalities of the game of baseball.
That is still we cannot believe that happened.
1-2 pitch. Swing and a foul ball down the right side, not a play. Ricky, all-time leader in steals, leadoff home runs.
Best leadoff hitter in the history of the game.
No doubt. A left-handed guy who hit right-handed, one of the few. 1-2 pitch. And a check swing roller to the right side. Freddie grabs it. He'll step on the bag for the out and advancing to third is Soderstrom. 2 down. Yeah, Ricky often referred to himself in the third person. And it was very funny about it.
Ricky don't like that.
And sometimes when he wanted to talk about himself, he'd say, "Mama says Ricky's a good ball player." And he always had some great one-liners. Here is Shea Langoliers. Langoliers, he can be a tough out. He's 1 for 2 tonight with a walk. He has scored a run, singled and stole a base earlier tonight.
I asked Ricky about staying in shape, at age 39, 40. He goes, Ricky eats a bowl of ice cream every night. That's how I do it.
That's how he does it?
Mm-hmm.
How come it hasn't worked for me? That's what I want to know. Others are probably saying the same thing. How can I eat a bowl of ice cream tonight? 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball right by Langoliers. Ball and a strike to him.
There's that disappearing fastball up in the zone. A little giddy up above the letters.
A stretch, and now Yates 1-1 deal. Swung on, fouled away to the right. One thing I learned from Ricky Henderson, listening to him talk about stealing bases, between first and second, he would say he gets into his lead, and it was 11 strides before he'd start his head first slide. Just 11 strides. And that's how he had it all timed out.
He got low to the ground, and he worked initially with somebody holding a rope across right by first base. And his first step had to be under that rope.
Now a 1-2 to Langoliers from Yates. It's in the dirt, blocked nicely by Smith. Soderstrom was coming down the line, and the ball in the dirt. He had a thought for a second, but Will kept it out in front. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And where did Ricky get the idea with the rope? Maury Wills.
A lot of people credit Maury Wills for a lot of things, including Dave Roberts. That's why he wears number 30.
Yes, sir.
To honor Maury Wills. 2-2 is the count to Langoliers. Pitch on the way, and it is sliced foul down the right field line into the seats. One thing was amazing than watching Ricky was stealing third base. It's fascinating.
And he did not need to have a running lead or walking lead, just from his heels and take off.
He can read pitchers better than anybody. 2-2. And Langoliers looks at strike 3. Fastball caught the bottom part of the strike zone. And he catches Langoliers looking with the tying run at third base. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left, no Dodger errors. To the bottom of the 8th we go. It's the Dodgers 4, A's 3.
When you want Dodgers, the only
Time to reseed this lawn. What's the difference between fescue and Bermuda?
When you stop at golf, one thing you'll never have to think about is the fuel you're putting in your tank.
Maybe Zoysia seed is better.
So you can concentrate on other things.
I mean, how many types of grass seed can there be?
And with the Golf Pay app, you'll get exclusive offers like 5 cents off per gallon every day, along with a fast and convenient way to pay. See app for details. Golf, it all starts here.
Hate doing cardio? Try brushing and flossing your teeth. I'm not talking about building up a sweat. I'm talking about building a healthier mouth for a healthier heart, for a healthier you. Smile Generation. Trusted dentists look at your care through the lens of the mouth-body connection, because what happens in the mouth plays a critical role for the rest of your body. To find a dentist near you, committed to treating all of you, visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today and live longer, healthier, and happier with confidence unleashed.
Hey, Gen X. We're not 25 anymore, but with Factor 4, you might feel like it. Packed with fish oil, turmeric, CoQ10, and garlic to fight inflammation and support your joints and heart. Top quality, no crazy markups. Get yours at Live Good.
This will lead off the second time to the plate. He hit for Outman in the 6th inning and fly to right. 4-3, Dodgers with the lead. Facing a new pitcher, Tyler Ferguson. 20th appearance for Ferguson. He's 0-1, a 1.96 ERA. And the first pitch from Ferguson, the right-hander, to Kike, is fouled back. 50,071 on hand here tonight on Star Wars night. No balls and 1 strike to Kike Hernandez, who looks at a ball low. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kike. Tonight's game brought to you by First 5 California. 1 in 3 children are at risk of toxic stress, but there are things parents can do to help. Learn how to overcome it at first5california.com. 1 ball, 1 strike pitch to Kike. Strike call. Fastball. Ferguson, 31-year-old right-hander out of Fresno, and pitched collegiately at Vanderbilt. There's a broken back base hit to left field. Well, for Hernandez, he trots down to first. His bat died a winner. And the Dodgers have the leadoff man aboard in the 8th.
There goes a hero. It all counts the same. That was a breaking ball that backed up way out the plate. But Kike Actually landed with that front foot open, and that was pretty much in his wheelhouse, even though it was going to be a ball.
Miguel Rojas with a pinch hit run scoring double. He's responsible for getting Conforto home with the go-ahead run in the 6th inning. He looks to bunt, and he puts it out in front of home plate. Langoliers will grab it. He throws on to first for the out. So the sacrifice goes 2-3. And Ohtani up with key run in scoring position. Dodgers looking for some insurance in the bottom of the 8th. Ohtani 2 for 4. He homered on the 3rd pitch in the 1st inning. Then had an infield single in the 6th. He's grounded out to second twice. With first base open, they're going to walk Ohtani.
Dave Roberts knew.
Yep. Not a shocker
exactly
there.
What was going to happen by calling the sacrifice. He wants Mookie Betts in this spot right here.
Yeah, Betts without a hit, but he's due. Mookie did not have a hit last night. And he doesn't have a hit tonight. He was 0 for 2 last night and 0 for 4 so far tonight. Mookie takes ball 1 inside. 1 ball and no strikes.
Somebody's asking, well, why bunt? Well, it can't just be about one guy. Now you have multiple base runners instead of just one.
Well, Ferguson comes set, kicks, fires, and it's a low ball 2 to Mookie. Putting a little pressure on the right-hander. Now he falls behind 2-0. Freeman's on deck.
Well, Mookie himself, a very respectable 286 for minimum scoring position coming into tonight.
Tanner Scott warming up for the Dodgers in their bullpen. Shea Langoliers, the A's catcher, goes out to talk to Ferguson here. Using a mound visit.
I mean, this part of the game, this latter part, who would want multiple base runners? With Mookie Betts on the line.
Sure. Right? I mean, anytime you're in a game, look, I mean, this guy's been one of the faces of baseball the last few years, so, you know, for a reason.
Exactly.
And again, pick your poison. That's what you do. You got Ohtani, you walk him, you get Mookie Betts.
It cannot be just about one guy.
2 balls, no strikes to Mookie. Pitch. And he takes on the inside corner for a strike. Sweeper started way inside and then just caught that edge.
Yeah, he misses inside with that sweeper quite often, we can see.
Runners lead first and second. 2-1 from Ferguson. And Mookie swings and he hits it to right center field. That ball's going to the wall. Bounces off the track. Around the third is Kike. He's in. Here comes Shohei. He's standing up scoring a 2-run double for Mookie Betts. It's 6-3.
That's why you want Mookie Betts in that situation. That's why you want multiple base runners. That's why you want your fastest base runner at first base right there. Because of any ball hitting the gap, any extra base hit, you still have a chance to get a couple of runs. And I'm going to tell you, Tim, I had never seen Mookie Betts celebrate the way he did. He got to second base. He did not look at his teammates. He looked at the opposing dugout. 3 times.
Very emotional.
Oh, yes. There's your intentional walk right there. Like that. I like that a lot.
Now Freddie Freeman looking for a hit. And he takes low ball 1. The Dodgers with some insurance. Putting up a crooked number here in the 8th inning. 2 in and 1 out still. Freeman hitting .362. Tonight he is 1 for 4 rather. 3 strikeouts. He singled in the 5th when he went down at a changeup and knocked it through the box into center field. 2 balls and no strikes.
46 runs scored for Shohei, leading the major leagues.
Yeah, he's on a torrid pace for scoring runs. 3-0, and there's a strike. See this note that we had yesterday on that?
The pace?
Yeah, the pace.
It's crazy. He almost close to 200 runs.
He's on pace for 174 runs. The only other player in modern history to score that many runs, Babe Ruth. In 1921, he had 177. Pitches inside 3-1.
And that was a one-man show.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy when you start to think of all the lists that both Shohei and Babe Ruth are now on together. Ben Kasparius warming up alongside Tanner Scott. And there's ball 4 inside, so Freddie will head down to first. If the Dodgers get at least another run here, Scott would sit down and Kasparius would come out for the 9th. But if it's remaining a save situation, then Scott would come in. And Will Smith can change things right here. He's been a game changer, especially with runners in scoring position. He's hitting .327 overall. Tonight, Smith has been on base 3 times. He has walked all 3 times.
Scoring position, .485.
Well, the A's get another right-hander up, Mitch Spence. Pitch to Wills inside, ball 1. 6-3, Dodgers lead it here in the bottom of the 8th inning. They're out hitting the A's 12-5. 1 ball, no strikes. And Will hits this one foul out of play to the right. One and 1 to Will.
In on the hands, way off the plate. And just with his face expression, he knew he made a bad decision on that pitch.
1-1, and Will takes inside, 2 balls and a strike. So 485, what does that translate into? That's 16 for 33 with runners in scoring position.
That's a lot of knocks when it counts the most. Yep. He does have the ability to slow the game down, and he does have the approach of a big part of the field mentality, which allows him to stay on pitches way better.
Mookie Betts with a 2-run double leads at second. Freddie Freeman off of first. And there is a fastball dealt for a strike low in the zone. 2-2 to Will. Ferguson originally drafted by the Giants, but he decided to go to Vanderbilt instead. And Will cues one off the bat right side. Second baseman Urias will throw on to first base. And that's out number 2. But both runners advance. Betts down to third base and Freeman over to second.
Right in on his hands again. And you know what? Might be a lot easier to say it from here, but he does have a lot of run on that fastball in at 94. And then he throws that breaking ball, that sweeper in or half, which is tough for a right-handed batter to find out exactly where the ball's going to go.
Now Max Muncy 0 for 4. Max has a chance to blow this game open. Pitch to him. Way inside, almost hit him. Pages is on deck. Since the start of the 5th inning, the Dodgers are hitting .500. They're 8 for 16, and they've drawn 5 walks. Leading this game 6-3 in the bottom of the 8th with 2 on and 2 out. Pitch to Muncy outside for a ball, 2-0. Well, tomorrow it'll be Osvaldo Bido pitching for the Athletics. Still to be determined for the Dodgers. Strike called to Muncy. More than likely a bullpen game. Don't know what the Dodgers will do tomorrow, but what we've seen in the bullpen games recently, Jack Dreyer has been starting, followed by Ben Kasparius. But again, we don't know what the plan is for tomorrow yet.
And that combination has worked very nicely, along with Matt Sauer, who's been really good.
Matt Sauer's been good.
Really good.
Talking to a scout from Kansas City the other day, where Matt Sauer came from. Pitch is grounded foul up the first base side.
Can they use him right now?
Well, they could use him right now, but they let him go. The Dodgers picked him up, and he's been really good. He said he's really happy for Matt and how well he's done with the Dodgers.
You know, on a grading scale and the way you evaluate players, it's not that he had a great spring, but Dave Roberts said, no, I want you on this team. Yeah. You belong on this team. You see the stuff. It's going to play out well.
2-2 to Muncy is hammered on the right field line. If it stays fair, it's gone. It is fair. It is gone. A 3-run home run for Muncy. His second homer of the year. And the Dodgers lead it 9-3. Well, Maxwell swinging the silver hammer late in the ball game. And he may have just put this one away.
Daniel's Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon. The hammer was absolutely on it. He admired it. It was a long time coming for Max Muncy to hit one like that.
Oh, it's got to feel good for Max. The home runs have been far and few between. Just his second of the season. He's now in double digits in RBIs with 12 as Andy Paez fouls this pitch back. Well, and that's the swing that certainly the Dodgers have wanted to see out of Max.
Aggressive, follow, finish through the zone, especially early in counts.
He is tied for 8th all-time on the Dodger home run list. He has 192 with Los Angeles.
He's had a great run, a former Athletic himself. He found himself without a job before he joined the Dodgers.
Here comes an 0-2 pitch to Andy Paez. And the pitch. He chases one down and in, strikes out, but the Dodgers put up a 5 spot in the bottom of the 8th inning and put distance between themselves and the Athletics. Ben Kasparius will now come on that it's no longer a safe situation, and he's going to be tasked with getting the final 3 outs. After 8 full at Dodger Stadium, it's the Dodgers 9, A's 3.
Breaking news coming in.
Hate doing cardio? Try brushing and flossing your teeth. I'm not talking about building up a sweat. I'm talking about building a healthier mouth for a healthier heart for a healthier you. Smile Generation trusted dentists look at your care through the lens of the mouth-body connection, because what happens in the mouth plays a critical role for the rest of your body. To find a dentist near you committed to treating all of you, visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today and live longer, healthier, and happier with confidence unleashed.
Can't get enough baseball? Start streaming MLB Network today. Get up to 15 out-of-market games a week live on any device, plus 24/7 access to MLB Network's award-winning shows, including live game look-ins and exclusive player interviews. And hear live radio play-by-play from all 30 clubs with MLB at Bat. Enjoy the home of baseball from virtually anywhere. Plans start as low as $5.99 per month. Sign up now at MLBnetwork.com/stream. Available in the U.S. only. Blackout restriction applies. Visit MLB.com/subscribe for full terms and conditions.
Hey, Gen X. We're not 25 anymore, but with Factor 4, you might feel like it. Packed with fish oil, turmeric, CoQ10, and garlic to fight inflammation and support your joints and heart. Top quality, no crazy markups. Get yours at livegood.com.
Who's on its official home.
The game in trouble. Started out small and again double.
Top of the 9th inning, 3 outs to get for the Dodgers. Lawrence Butler will lead off for the Athletics against right-hander Ben Kasparius. 9-3 is the score, 13 hits to 5. And Kasparius will make his 14th appearance. He is 4-0 with an ERA of an even 3. Facing Butler, who is 0 for 3 tonight. Pitch outside. The best drive of the game presented by Edmunds. See how much your car is worth at Edmunds.com. No question it was the Max Muncy home run. 3-run shot in the bottom of the 8th inning. That was your best drive of the game. There's a broken back ground ball to second. Picked up by Rojas. He throws on to first. And the business end of the bat, the barrel, was helicoptering out to the right side of the mound. And when Kasparius was in his follow-through, he had to duck so it wouldn't hit him.
When you start saying business, I thought it was part of your read.
Oh, no. The business end of the bat. So, a 4-3 out, and Miguel Andujar's 1 for 3 is up.
Kasparius averaging 96 in that fastball. He'll throw a slider, cutter, and a curveball.
Right-handed hitter Andujar drove in a run in the 4th. And Kasparius kicks and delivers, and it's inside for a ball. Top of the 9th, sponsored by Cars for Kids. Ready to donate your old car? Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS now. Friendly agents are standing by to take your donation. That's Cars with a K. To donate your car today. And a ground ball to third. Charging is Muncy. Plays a good chest-high hop. Throws on to first. 2 down. And the Athletics down to the final out tonight.
A beautiful effect of a fastball in. He got Andujar on his heels. And Andujar almost kind of out of revenge. Takes a big swing. Out of control and tops of the third base. All because of one pitch inside.
J.J. Bleday is 0 for 3. The center fielder, number 7 hitter. And Kasperius, wise, delivers, high for a ball. Remember we talked about the emotion of Mookie Betts. You pointed it out.
I'm telling you, I had never seen that from him ever.
He was telling the A's, don't walk somebody to get to me. 1-0 pitch is fly to left. Chris Taylor will get under it. He'll camp out. That is your ball game. And the Dodgers have evened up the series at a game apiece with a 9-3 win tonight over the Athletics, with a rubber game on the way tomorrow night. Yamamoto will get another win, his 5th, and the Dodgers go to 28-15 while the A's drop to 22-21. Final score 9-3. Dodgers win it. Jose and I are back to wrap it up and have the totals for you in just a moment.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniel's Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Daniel's is giving every fan a voucher for a free team bracelet and $50 off any $99 purchase. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball to get your voucher. That's danielsjewelers.com/baseball. You can redeem at any of the 100 Daniel's Jewelers stores nationwide. Own the dream with Daniel's Jewelers.
Hate doing cardio? Try brushing and flossing your teeth. I'm not talking about building up a sweat. I'm talking about building a healthier mouth for a healthier heart, for a healthier you. Smile Generation. Trusted dentists look at your care through the lens of the mouth-body connection, because what happens in the mouth plays a critical role for the rest of your body. To find a dentist near you, committed to treating all of you, visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today. And live longer, healthier, and happier with confidence unleashed.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your approach at the plate is impressing fans and teammates alike this season, Leo, but you're feeling motivated to go the extra mile for the game. Asking for feedback from your coaches and fellow teammates could be the missing key that helps you unlock a new level of success. Their tips could be the answer to getting you to the All-Star game.
In the loss, he's 1-1. Game time, exact same time as last night's game, 2 hours and 34 minutes. It was played in front of a crowd of 50,071 at Dodger Stadium. Well, it was Star Wars night, and the Empire indeed did strike back after losing in the first one. So the Dodgers get the win to go to 28-15. Yamamoto, 6 strong innings with 6 strikeouts tonight. And the bullpen combination of Alex Vassegh, Kirby Yates, and Ben Kasperius wrapping it up, all pitching hitless and scoreless relief. The situation at the end, though, where they tacked on, and Mookie Betts got up there after they